should be live with the Game Week 25 early deadline stream. Welcome back to English Aussie. Hope you guys have had a good week so far. Once you guys are around, drop your team IDs in the chat. We will go through some team reviews for you all. I do have a team review list ready for today if people want to get it up. So I will be keeping that list going for you guys, making sure that I go down the list. There we go. Dylan, first one up. That's good. I need the list to crack on. How are you, mate? That's good. First ever man in my new on my new team review list. FPL Hippie. Hey mate, how are you? Great to see ya. There might be a better way of doing this, but this is how I'm going to do it for now. Great, thanks for waiting for oil to dry on the shop floor. Oh no, what has happened, mate? What's your job? Do you work in a car workshop or something? Similar to Paul, actually. 257347. Hakeem Zalik, evening mate. How are you? Thanks for joining in. We'll be running through people's teams. So if you do want your team reviewed, chuck your team ID down below in the chat, and you can see on the screen here. I've got a list of people I will just be going through as we go along. You're in a gift shop in St Ives. Hang on a minute. Who is that? Robbie Light, of course it is. The man, the myth, the legend. How are you, mate? Have you made your transfer yet this week? Hakeem, Bruno Fernandes or Morgan Gibbs-White? Wow, I actually love the Morgan Gibbs-White shout, but I would go Bruno Fernandes for me. Bjorn, g'day, mate. How are you? Great to see you in here. Yeah, I hope you guys like the new team review list in the chat here. I'm happy to sort of make a few amendments. I will probably tweak it at some point, but for now, I thought this was a nice little layer that we could add in alongside the team news, so you can see where you are in the list. Dylan, green arrow last week, -8, still a green arrow. Very good -8, I've got to say. João Pedro, Semenyo and Timber in for O'Reilly, Saka and Guiu. Bruno as captain, absolutely phenomenal week from you. Up to, one of the highest ranks since game week 13. Since that free hit, game week 13. So looking at the team then for this week, let's have a look at the what we've got. Petrovic, Dubravka. Sorry, let me fill up the matches line by line. Petrovic, Dubravka. So Petrovic v Villa, tough. Dubravka v West Ham. So Dubravka may be in goal this week. Yeah, Rob, no problem, mate. Yeah, chuck your team ID in and I'll chat through your team and then you can just listen to it later. No worries. Yeah, I'd probably go with Dubravka in goal here this week. Gabriel, Chalobah, Timber. I mean, they've all got to play, really. Tarko v... Do you know what's weird, Dylan? And I might show you my team as well as I'm looking at this. And I think Petrovic and Goodmanson is what put me off it a little bit. But MMA Funny Shorts. Hey, mate. Hey, MMA. How are you going, mate? I thought I'd say hi and all the best for this game week. Thank you so much. I'm rolling this week looking at what's on my bench. Dylan, what a legend. Thanks so much for the super chat, mate. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about your bench because if I just flick over to my team and I'll probably tell you why I've got a few more things to discuss on your bench is this is my team at the moment this week. And maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Too much. And I'm looking at this, and I don't know whether this is going to be the bench lineup. I mean, imagine Munoz probably comes in. And this could easily be a bench boost team. I'm looking at that team thinking, do I just bench boost this week? Because I just don't know who to pick. I'm genuinely considering it. Because I think, honestly, Quex, legend, my man. Quex, seeing your name in the chat has reminded me I failed to do my job in the week and sort out that payment for you. So I will do that, I promise. So just give me a little bit of time. Apologies for being a bit late. Thank you for continuing to support the channel, though. Absolutely legend. So I'm looking at this thinking, look, in that week, and honestly, I would say optimal bench boost is probably game week 33. When you do, say you wildcarded into a bench boost in the game week 33 double, would you actually go for 15 doublers? Because let's say that we were looking to free hit in 36 and manage game week 34. That means that we wouldn't be able to do 15 doublers. We'd have to have a bench of people that weren't doubling, so they would be playing in game week 34. So, if you're looking to do something a little bit different, I think almost an early bench boost is probably way, because now that I've had a bit of time to think about maybe doing a free hit in 33 and trying to wildcard bench boost 35, 36. But given the fact that the amount of doubles in 36 is probably going to be a little bit less, you're probably not going to have enough doubles to be able to bench boost a team of 15 in 36. So ultimately, if you're going to follow what I most likely think the mainstream chip strategy will be, which is going to be wildcard 32, bench boost 33, you're going to have to free hit in 34, I think. I think that, honestly, as much as I dislike following a mainstream chip strategy, it makes the most sense to me. Wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34. And as much as I would like to manage 34, yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. So, I mean, your other option is you free hit in 33 and you do a wild card into bench boost for 36. But I just think that bench boost, there's not going to be that many. It's not going to be that easy to get a great squad out for that 36 bench boost. So that is an option. Free hit 33, manage through 34, and a wildcard 35, bench boost 36. I think those are really the two options that I can see. But yeah, your other one is you bench boost here early. You bench boost when you have a good bench, because are you going to be bench boosting all 15 doublers? If you're not, then what's the point? What's the point of waiting? You can bench boost any time. Ultimately, it's whether your bench has 4 people doubling, you'll get extra gain. So, anyway, Dylan, on your team, I think, sorry, on that chip strategy, I think that is definitely a consideration. Things might not go as per a template plan. That's most content creators are having now. It's not like like I said, I don't really watch that many content creators to know, because I don't care. I don't care what their opinion is really, because I do enough research that I back whatever my opinion is. But I like to know what they're doing. So if I have a separate opinion, I can be like, no, they're wrong. But in this case, I just feel like probably I assume what they're saying is wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34. That's a standard every season. But it does actually, to me, probably feel like the best strategy, because you're going to have a very big double in 33. You're going to be able to get 15 bench boost doublers out. And then, yeah. Get a Tim Tam. What a man. Rob, get back to work, mate. Get back to work. Yeah, wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34. Yeah, I think that's like. I think the alternate options are free hit 33, wildcard 35, bench boost 36. But the bench boost, then I just don't know whether you will definitely get 15 doublers. And then your other option is you just bench boost you bench boost on a game week like this with single game week bench boosters, and you just wildcard whenever you want, and you free hit in 33. You free hit in 33 because 33 is going to be the big double. And yeah, there's no way around that. If you're going to wildcard 32, bench boost 33 for 15 doublers, you have to free hit in 34. There's no other option for your free hit because you're not going to have any players playing in 34 if they're all doubling in 33. So you can't manage it. Free hit 33, yeah, it's fun. And also the thing about bench boosting in 33 for 15 doublers is a lot of the time someone will not play the double. Like you'll have someone who like doesn't play both weeks. And a lot of the time, like many of the big teams won't play both of them in that week. Hey Isaac, how you going, mate? So I do think that the likelihood is you'll get one or two more fixtures out of a bench boost 33. You'll probably get 13 guys that double. Maybe two of them don't play the second fixture, 2 or 3. So you'll probably get 12 or 13 guys that double. So you'll get 2 more fixtures than you would do from just bench boosting in a normal week, which obviously looking at it statistically is optimal, right? Like, or just looking at it at general. You're getting 2 more fixtures, you're likelier to get more points. Hey Isaac, hey Abdullah, how you going, guys? Raptor is bench boosting this week, yeah, but Raptor is irrelevant because he's like 500 million in the world. Sorry, Raptor. Sorry, mate. How much to captain DCL? Any DCL will revert back to 1999, mate. That's it. I'm reverting to 1999. But yeah, so like, I honestly think like you could bench boost in. Hey Cody, what's up, mate? Thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Absolute legend. He's got hair anyway. Look at this, mate. Look at this. Yeah, so I look honestly, like I'm genuinely considering. I'm like, looking at my team and I'm looking at this and I'm going. I mean, that is a bench boostable team this week. That is a bench boostable team this week. I mean, like he could even sneak in here, couldn't he? Old DCL. Because I just don't know. Like I honestly can't pick an 11. I can't pick an 11. And I love, like my bench feels strong. I know I've got Thiago v Steele. How's the move going? Good. I've got pretty much everything out. I've had a couple of house viewings. I had one offer. I've got another open house tomorrow. And then hopefully I'll have it rented out in the next couple of weeks. Think I should then. Yeah, sorry, Dylan. Let's get back to your team, mate. Is a -4 hit worth it this week to bring in Arsenal assets? Yeah, like honestly, like a -4 this week, longer term, if you need those transfers. If you're planning towards making sure that you've got the right players in your team for 31, the blank, you can take it. But I mean, you can always bring the Arsenal assets in next week if you don't need to have a -4 this week. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, GV, honestly. Like, I really do think that. I really do think that. Yeah, Dylan, on your team, sorry, mate. I know I'm taking my time to get to these answers. I just think Goodmanson, like the Leeds v Nottingham Forest. I just feel like with Goodmanson, you don't have that like DEFCON nice additional 2 points that he could pick you up anyway. But the rest of that team, and then you got Petrovic as well, Bournemouth v Villa. So you've like that's 2 out of the 4 on the bench. So I don't think I would bench boost if I were you. You've obviously got the issues with Timber at Arsenal and whether he's going to play. Is that what you just said? Timber maybe out? Yeah, sorry, that's what you just said. Hey Edwin, how are you, mate? Bench 2 of Rodon, Anderson, Tarko and Dye It'd be in Dye for sure. And I think I'd play Anderson and Tarko. Because Forest have actually been looking decent. How much to triple captain DCL? No, that's not happening. That's not happening. That is not happening, mate. Triple whatever I said. No, triple 1999. I don't want that money from you, honestly. I don't want a triple captain DCL. I don't want it. I don't want it. Please don't super chat me to triple captain him. What did I say? Yeah, to captain DCL, same 1999. To triple captain him, 60. Can't be doing triple captain. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Wanakwan, I'm on wildcard. Should I go for Wolves assets? And who should I pick besides Mane, I guess? Yeah, I wouldn't go for Wolves assets. I don't think any of them are good. I think the only one's João Gomez, but I wouldn't really want him in my team long term. Because realistically, you're going to get to 31 and it's going to be another guy that you're going to need to get out of your team for that blank game week for Arsenal and Wolves. So it will cost you a transfer down the line. It will cost you a transfer this week. Like, is bringing a Wolves asset in worth like those two transfers? Probably not. So yeah, Dylan, thinking about your bench, mate. My bench for you would be Petrovic on the bench. Probably a discussion between whether you would want to go for Thiago against Newcastle, who've been conceding quite a few goals, or Mbeumo against Tottenham. Yeah, I think the difficulty for me with your team is that the other options are nice, but I think Petrovic and Goodmanson should be on the bench, and then the other two, it's sort of like it's a bit of anything goes. It's honestly a bit of anything goes. Yeah, I think you definitely roll. There's no need to make a transfer. Your bench is so strong. Robert Light, we will see. If Rob comes in with a flipping 59.97 donation, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have to throw my chair into the £60 is cheap to be fair. Fuck. Shall I up it? I'll make it 100. Don't do it. I'll bloody make it. It's just stay away. Radim Braun, hey man, opinion on Trossard or Madueke instead of Rice? I really like Trossard. Just the minutes concern me. I've always really liked Trossard. I've wanted to have him in, but it's just minutes. I know with Saka out, he's got more of a chance. But if you've already got Rice, I would stick with him. If you haven't, wait for next week and then take a punt on a Trossard or Madueke. I'd probably punt on... Actually, maybe Madueke is on corners. Yeah, I think Madueke or Trossard. Trossard like for goals. Madueke gets a bit of assist as well. Well, Madueke just hasn't been playing, I think, GV, but because Saka's out now, like he's going to get a bit of a run. I don't know how long Saka's going to be out for, though. That's the thing. But yeah, I wouldn't be making that move until 26. Just have another week where you have a look at some of the Arsenal assets. Yeah, open play goals and Trossard. I think like Madueke is like a little bit of a Saka, like assist rather than goals, but there's for sure he can get them. Yeah, so Dylan on the bench, mate. I don't know where we are, but yeah, definitely Petrovic, Goodmanson. I'd play Dubravka, and then it'd probably be Timber and and either Mbumo or Thiago, I think. Aiming at rolling 2 weeks and then bringing in Eki, Wirtz and a defender for Enzo and Mbumo. Yeah, I really like that. I want to bring in Wirtz as well around then. I wanted to bring in Ekatike, I couldn't afford him. So yeah, roll to 28, is it? Is it 20? Yeah, 28 when Liverpool have like, or even 27, but Chelsea still have Burnley. So I think 28 is nice because Liverpool will go West Ham, Wolves, Tottenham, Brighton. So that's a good way to switch to Liverpool from there. All right, let me put the team IDs in the list. That's what it's here for. I'm just a bit slow on adding them in. Sorry, bear with me, everyone. Quex, are you here, my friend? I think you were next on the list. Quex, Rob, Isaac. Quex, all right, mate. Let's pull you up. Let's update that list. And you guys can tell me now if the list is wrong, because now I've got this on screen. It makes it a lot happier place for everybody. All right. I'm nervously waiting for Rob to come in with your captaining DCL. Nice addition, Adam, with the graphic team ID. Thank you, Abdullah. Yeah, hopefully that's good for you guys and helps out a little bit, because I know people were asking for this the other week. And I just wanted to make a little... I listen and I try to improve all the time for you guys. All right, Quex. Green Arrow last week. At least that is something. Starting to pick up again, hopefully. I feel like it's just been a tough season for you, mate. You really haven't... it's not like you've done anything crazy. Just been a hard slog. Yeah, I'd probably began Dubravka in goal this week. Timber Gabriel, maybe not Gay. Potentially either Rodon or Alderette I'd be looking at. Probably Rodon. Mbumo, Wilson, Trossard. Yes. Anderson, Cunha. Yes. Haaland, Ekatike. Yes. Yeah, so I think your bench is Guiu, Gay, and Alderette. Well, it would probably be Alderette, Gay, Guiu in that order. But I would definitely put some consideration into Alderette and whether you potentially want to bring him in. Rico, hey man. Hey Cody, got a uni assignment due in at 12 lols. I'll be asked. What are you studying, mate? What are you studying? Cody, hey man, 1112279. Yeah, again, I think Rico, probably no need to make any transfers this week. I think your team's looking okay. Going forward, you got triple Arsenal. At the back, I would look at trying to do something there. Maybe coming towards a Senesi in 26, an Anderson in 27, a Munoz in 26. I think one of those three should be looking at getting in. I'd be probably taking Gay out, given that in 31 you want to be building towards being able to bench your Arsenal/City assets. So you're obviously going to have 3 Arsenal for 26, but when you get to 31, you're going to need, 3 Arsenal plus City assets to be able to field an 11, because they're going to have to be all on the bench. Bailey, hello, my friend. How are you? Uh-oh. Patrick Benjaminson, hi, would you start Tarkowski or Thior this game week? GB said Thior. I think I'd go Tarko. I know Fulham have been... Yeah, I think it depends what you're looking at. Like, Fulham have actually been quite good offensively. Everton are obviously always quite solid defensively. Tarko gets the DEFCON as well. Malik Thior's a little bit more of a goal threat, I'd say. And Brentford do like to play long up to Thiago quite frequently. So, I mean, he's got the chance of picking up DEFCON as well. You're making me want to play the bench boost, to be honest. I'm thinking about it. I might bench boost this week, just out of the blue. I really want to bench boost my team. Yeah, Quex, I think roll the transfer, by the way, mate. Rob Light, are you ready? Oh, no. Enrique, studying mechanical engineering with his coding assignment. Damn, bro, you're a smart kid. Well, I mean, if you're at uni, you're not a kid, but sorry. Smart guy. Wow, Cody's doing mechatronics and robotics engineering last year now. Ooh. Oh, best captain this week, Quex. For your team, I wouldn't be captaining Haaland. He hasn't scored against Liverpool for a long time. I think differential's quite nice this week. Like maybe Cunha or Trossard, something like that. Even Gabriel. I think I'd go differential. I'd go one of those 3. I'm 18, so IG. Bloke, in my opinion. That's not kid, that's bloke. Okay, let me add to this list. Okay. Okay, next up is Rob and then Rico. Sorry, not and then Rico. I just saw your name come in. I'll add you to the list. Rico, I don't really... What's this £100 bet? Rico, I don't really trust your number, mate. I don't really trust your number. I can't... Christ, lad. £100 for Adam TC DCL. That's it. Oh my god. Yeah, Rico, I can't trust it, mate. I don't know if it's your number or not. Rob, let's pull up your team. Maybe this will distract you. Triple captain DCL. In all honesty, at least it's not the shittiest week to triple captain DCL. Like, against Nottingham Forest, like, you never know. It's better than, like, Leeds v flipping Arsenal. I think I'd cry. All right. Raya, Kukere, Gabriel, Senesi, Mbumo, Rogers, Fernandez, Rice, Stack, Haaland. Anderson, O'Reilly, yeah. So I guess here, Rob, you got the triple Arsenal, you got double City. Looking ahead towards 31, looking ahead towards 26, you've obviously got the triple Arsenal for the double. That's great. Don't worry about Wolves' assets; not worth it. One gives one Eagle. Jesus would do better than DCL. Oh, that's blasphemous words in this chat. GV. I do like Morgan Gibbs White at the moment, but it's dangerous to be saying that in front of Rob. I like Thiago against Newcastle. Newcastle have conceded quite a few goals recently. And they've been playing this like Botman's, like they've been playing man-to-man defence, but poorly. That is it. That is true. This is the only week DCL is going to be in my team. He's probably leaving next week or the week after. Yeah, so I think looking at your team, Rob, yeah, 26, you're good. I wouldn't bother with Wolves, guys. I like the back line. I would rather someone else than Cucurella, but given that you've got him, and like he obviously like got a good result for you last week, sneaking in that back post goal. So I think you definitely hold him through to 28, and then in 28, maybe he's someone that you look to move for. 28, maybe Fulham in 28 is quite nice. There you go. Tottenham, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Burnley. So maybe an Anderson. Oh, you have Anderson, no. Yeah, your backline's pretty nice, to be honest. Like, if you did move Cucurella, you could even do a little downgrade at that time. In fact, you could even just hold him. You could downgrade it. Oh, for like Nathan Collins would be nice, actually. Burnley, Bournemouth, Wolves, Leeds, Everton. Actually, that's really nice. DCL hat trick. Yeah, so I think what the guys I'd be looking at in the future is maybe Cucurella out in 28. Rodgers probably. I mean, Rodgers you just either hold or you get rid of. Like, if you like him, you just keep him running all the way through to 31 for West Ham. Stack probably needs to leave at some point. If I'm honest, your backup goalie being Perry is an issue for 31 because Raya's going to be not able to play. You're going to need a backup goalkeeper. So, I mean, potentially your man Carl Darlow could be a nice one. Or 31 who has a nice fixture that's a cheap goalie. Sunderland be Tottenham. No, that's not 31. That's Fulham. Fulham, Chelsea, Brentford, Villa. There's no one amazing that week. So, I mean, you probably either go Darlow or Dubravka. Dubravka v Fulham, Darlow v Brentford. Or in 31, you just transfer Raya out. And then you wildcard in 32 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Riley to Collins in 28. Yeah, okay. I mean, Riley can go, like... I mean, he could go to Munoz next week, really, if you wanted to be aggressive. And then Cucurella could go to Collins in 28. And then you want Ekatike in what week? In 27 maybe? 27 or 28, Ekatike. Riley Collins in 28. Giyu to Ekatike. Okay, so how do we get you Giyu to Ekatike? Because that's obviously what you want to do. So 4.2, Ekatike is what? 8.8? 8.9. So you need 4.7, you got 1.9, so you need 2.8 mil. 2.8 mil. I mean, you probably have to downgrade Cucurella anyway. So you can go down to a Collins, probably. That gets you some money, no? In 28. Afternoon, Paul. What's up, mate? And then Rodgers to Anderson, I guess. Maybe. That gets you 2.3. Rodgers to Anderson. And how much is Collins? Hang on, let me pull up Collins. Collins is 5 mil, okay. So Cucurella will get you 1 mil. What did I say? You need 2.8, so you need 1.8. So if you did keep him Boomo probably. So you need 5.8. Yeah, it'd probably be Anderson. Yeah, it'd probably be Anderson. You want Ekatike in 27? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could bring Collins in 27. 27's all right against Brighton. I mean, I think if you leave O'Reilly to 28, you're going to be considering keeping him. So I think maybe if you're going in... If you go in 28 to Ekatike, you can go Kukurea to Collins, Rodgers to Anderson, and Guiu to Ekatike. If you go in 27, then you have to move O'Reilly probably, because Chelsea have Burnley in 27, so you don't want to be moving Kukurea out for that one. So I think that's the one to consider. Let me just send you the screenshot. O'Reilly to Rodon works to get in Ekatike. Yeah, but I don't like that for your team. I don't know if I like that. Because then you got Gabriel and Senesi, Kukurea 3 to 28. You got Anderson. Yeah, I guess you got Anderson 3 to 31. But like, how many weeks are you going to play Rodon? You're not really going to play him. I think it's better to have a defender that you can play 4 at the back, especially with Stack in your midfield at the moment. You want to be able to play 4-4-2. You want to be able to play 4-4-2. So, I mean, that would probably be my suggestion. Your other option is you go Rodgers to Wirtz instead of Guiu to Ekatike. But I guess you want to get Guiu out of that side and have 15. Yeah. Rico, for fuck's sake. I knew it. I knew you were wrong. Paul, stressful day at work. Workshop is crazy busy. I mean, at least that's making you money. Making you money, mate. Wanik 1, Zubimendi and Saliba, good options, looking for differentials. Zubimendi's nice. I would say Trossard's probably a nice differential as well. I don't really... Saliba, no. There's no point having Saliba over Gabriel. You definitely have Gabriel 100%. No point trying to differential Gabriel. He's the best pick. So Kukurea to Collins, Rodgers to Anderson, Guiu to Ekatike in 28. Yeah. If you don't want to wait till 28... you got the option of potentially bringing Wirtz in for Rodgers. But then you have the Guiu problem. So yeah, I mean, like, that's what you could do in 28, but if you want to go sooner, how do you get there? 2.3. Yeah, if you want to go sooner. How much would you need? Sorry, what did we say? Ekatike is 8.9. You need 2.8. Rodgers to Anderson is 2.3. So you need 0.5. 0.5 out of O'Reilly at 5 mil. 4.5. Who do I like at 4.5? I think everyone's really 4.6 now, aren't they? Oh, Van der Ven. No, it's Arsenal in 27. I mean, you could go Chris Richards at Palace. I don't love that. You could go Villa. Could go Konsa. Or you could go Coyote at Brentford. I don't love any of these options. I'm just looking at some of the options. Oh, Aya. That's interesting. Yeah, that's you could go Christopher Aya at Brentford instead of Collins. His DEFCON numbers are great. And he's 4.4 million. So if you wanted to go 27, you can go who are we saying? O'Reilly to Ajer. AJER. Also, you think I won't play Rodon? No. You won't. There are my devil horns. Bailey, Captain Bruno or Gabriel? That is the question this week, I think. Bruno, Gabriel, Calvert-Lewin. I think Mukiele's 4.6, Abdullah, so he misses out by 0.1 mil. He needs 4.5 or below. Mukiele's 4.6 now. Otherwise, I might have suggested that. But I think Christoph Ajer at Brentford. That's your way in 27, Rob. You go O'Reilly to Ajer, Rodgers to Anderson, and get Ekatike. It's easily Bruno. Yeah, I think Bruno. I think I'd be going Bruno as well. Wanikwan 634022. Yeah, I'll add you to the list, my friend. Isaac, are you here, mate? Hoggy, my man, what's going on, mate? How are you? How did your game week go? Kizar Ahmed, how can I get my team reviewed? You can put your team ID down below and you join the queue. If you want to skip the queue, super chat, or if you become a member, we tick off the members first. Is Havertz worth a shout? Daniel Wells. If you're punting in 26 specifically, I don't think so though. I just don't think he gets the minutes. I don't think he gets both doubles. Isaac, all right, let's pull up your team, mate. Rob, hopefully that was good and that sort of talked you through it. I think that Christopher Ajer thing solves your problems for 27, mate. Actually quite like that. Quite like Rodgers to Anderson, O'Reilly to Ajer. So if you do go O'Reilly to Ajer early, if O'Reilly keeps dropping in price, that might be helpful. Just keep an eye on price changes because you're only 0.1 mil. You made Bruno G to Enzo before price rise. Sorry. Just updating the list. Thanks, Kaiser. I added you to the list, mate. I get. You're going back to hopefully 1 mil sooner or later. Just in time to ask for a giveaway. I'll tell you what, I haven't seen Cap C. But we could do... I don't really want to do gifting membership without him here. It would be disappointing. 85 points all out. I think I was 71. But a green arrow, still in the top 10k. I'm 9.2k or something now, so going strong. Plus my -4 for DCL, so 67 I think it was. 85 points is great though, mate. That's top class. Daniel, do you know if Timber is injured? I think Arteta's press conference, let me look at the times, it should be coming up not too long. Because he hasn't gone yet today, so I haven't seen what he said. But I mean, he's not going to give anything away, is he? He's bloody useless, Mikel. Yeah, it's a bit of time to Arteta. I think we're not going to have it on this stream. He is like 1:30 p.m. England, his press conference. Which is what, like 2 a.m. here? I won't be up for that. Sandri, hello mate, how are you? Jack, 6me. I have Gabriel. I need another Arsenal player ahead of the double game week. Punt on Madueke or Calafiori, or play it safe with Saliba or Rice. Not Saliba. If you're going to punt, you punt on an attacking player. I think you punt on Madueke or Trossard. How many points am I behind first? Ooh, that's a good question. I'll have a look after I do Isaac. Teach me tips. I have a $1,000 bet. Liverpool won't finish third. I will not be taking that bet because I also don't think we will. Sandra, can you look at my team? Rob, second team. Rob will say, you call my fluff fair play, but next time just wait. Gotcha, mate. Gotcha. Yo, good morning, Daz. Curzon, how are you, mate? Good to see ya. Good stream so far. We got a lot of regulars turning out. I know it was a bit of an early stream. I didn't want to stream at 5 a.m, so thought I'd do it early, help you guys out. Isaac, so you went Bruno G to Enzo, which is really nice. So then your bench is Obi and Pickford v Fulham, Dubravka v West Ham. I mean, yeah. You could play Dubravka this week. I'd probably play. You could play Dubravka in goal this week, honestly. You could. I would consider it. Yeah, I'd be benching Hall. Gabriel, Chalobah, Timber. I'd be playing Anderson. I'd consider playing Bruno, Garner, Anderson. Oh. Are you going to play two DEFCON addicts? Benching Hall, Anderson, Obi. Is it a correct order? Anderson would be above Hall on my benching order. It's Valentine's next weekend. Don't fancy an angry fiance. Yeah, too right, mate. Me as well. GV 2-2 Liverpool Man City. Who will score? Haaland's never scored at Anfield. Will he do it on Sunday? I think Man City win. Unfortunately, as a Liverpool fan. Bailey, I can't find my team ID anywhere. When I look on the website, I can't find it. You have to be on laptop or like on a browser. Go to points, and then in the URL, when you're on your points page, in the URL, it will have your team ID as like 6 numbers or whatever. Yeah, not doing bad, Daz. I've got my, hopefully my last house viewing. Members only? Schedule live stream members only? No, why would I do that? I've got my last house, hopefully my last house viewing tomorrow. So people put an offer in to rent it out. Currently watching the stream, my cat on my lap. Life doesn't really get any better. I've got some things to say. I'm going to be PG, so I won't say them. But yes, I hope the cat on your lap is excellent. Anderson and then Hall, yeah, that's the way I'd go probably. It doesn't work on phone. It doesn't work on phone unless you're on the browser on the phone. If you're in the app, you can't find it, Bailey. Team ID on website, go to points, yeah. Future planning, I'm looking to bring in Hill for Hall, Wirtz for Garner, and Wilson for Enzo, then roll until blank game week 31. Yes, but bear in mind, when you then get to 31, you're going to have Timber, Rice, Gabriel, Haaland, Obi. You're going to have to make at least 2 transfers to get 2 of them out, which I would suggest Timber and Obi, and you keep Haaland, Rice, Gabriel, like most people will. Dog person. No. I was just thinking of another word for a cat. That was all, Bailey. You know, like Daniil Medvedev, if you ever seen his like tennis TV interview? You are my friend. And he was talking to umpire. He's like, you are a small cat. I fucking wet myself when he said that. Very funny. Yeah. So I thought maybe you had your girlfriend on your lap or something. Then I was like, yeah, nothing could get better than that. Captain Bruno or Big Gabby this week? Yeah, I'd probably go Bruno. He's in great form. Hakeem Zalik. It's obvious. What's obvious? Sandri, yeah, I'll add your team ID. And Rob 2. Yeah, so I think it'd be Anderson, Hall, Obi, Isaac, and Bruno Cap. You should have enough free transfer till then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think Hill, like maybe Senesi over Hill, if you can, or you can't afford that. Is that why you're going Hill? But otherwise, yeah, I like the transfers. You're going, yeah, Wilson, Enzo, what? Can you not just go Enzo to Wirtz, or you want Wilson in there as well? Well, I was thinking maybe you go Senesi and then you just go Enzo to Wirtz. Is that possible? You don't need to do the Garner to Wilson. But I don't mind your way around, to be honest. Like, the Fulham fixtures are quite nice. Like, that in 29, 30, 31, you got West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Burnley. It's pretty nice. So if you want Harry Wilson for that, and he's in good form, and form's important in the midfielders, I think. So yeah, I think have a think who you prefer, Garner or Wilson. For me, if you're going Bournemouth, you go Senesi for the DEFCON, because they don't keep huge amounts of clean sheets. I know Hill's not bad for defensive contributions. He's been pretty he's been pretty bloody good. For 3.9 million defender, he's picked up 5 of the last 6, and the one he didn't, he got 9. So, yeah, I mean, no issues with the way you want it. Actually, no issues with the way you want it. Bro, it's obvious. Oh, the cat thing. Yeah, I absolutely love Daniel Medvedev. He's so funny. Brilliant value for Tennis TV. Yeah, and go Enzo to Wirtz for game week 28. Yeah, game week 28 is. I want to go Enzo Wirtz game week 28. But yeah, I think that's good, Isaac. Hopefully that helps, mate. Okay, Abdullah 14821. Abdullah, you around, mate? I'm thinking you're playing Dubravka over Rofs this week. Hoggy, yeah, I would definitely do that, mate. I'd definitely do that this week. Abdullah, let's go. No worries, Isaac. Good luck this week, mate. After that steady climb since I've been back, Abdullah, you finally got a red arrow. We'd been climbing together. There's bloody Saka ruined you, didn't he? Kelleher. Oh, you played Dubravka. Yeah, I would have played Dubravka probably over Kelleher as well. I think Dubravka will get save points even if he loses a clean sheet. Yeah, I mean, I think he's likely to keep the clean sheet as well. West Ham, not been playing great. Lacking Paqueta, just not looking great. Yeah, your team, have you made any transfers, Abdullah? If anyone's listening to my stream, can they turn the aircon off in the house? It's quite cold here. My 3 predictions, no stats, just like that. Marmoush goal, Delap goal, and Gallagher goal. I like it. You could put a bet on that. All right, Abdullah, are you here, mate? You must be here. Have you made any transfers yet this week? I think your backline, Senesi, Tarko, Anderson. Midfield, Semenyo, Rice, Enzo, Bruno. Up top, Thiago, Haaland. And then you move Saka for someone. Right, you still don't have Gabriel. Can you just have Gabriel? Can you have Gabriel, please? I mean, he's gonna keep killing you. I'm not joking when I say like Gabriel's statistics are absolutely mental. Adler's gone for a coffee tea. Adler, I'll come back to you when you come back, mate. Don't worry. Who was next on the list? Cody. Cody, you here? Cody Rico. GB, you never put your team ID in. I haven't seen yours for a while, mate. It'd be good to see yours at some point. Let's go English Aussie. Thank you, Sandri. Let's go. Cody. All right, let's pull you up. I'm going totally differential. It's always nice to see those teams, though. It gives people some ideas. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, this is sort of a team that I feel like I have some views. Chalobah, Senesi, Gabriel. Have you made any transfers this week, Cody? Oh yeah, Minte. Was I talking to you about Minte this week? Anderson, Enzo, Bruno, Thiago, Haaland. So 3-3-2 I'm happy with. Then it's just Gay, Minte, Dorgu, Saka, Gu. Oh, you did Saka to Rice. Okay, so Rice in. Anderson, Enzo, Bruno, Rice, Thiago, Haaland. 3 at the back, Chalobah, Senesi, Gabriel. And then you've got Gay, Dorgu, Gu, Minte. No, I did. I did reply to your one as well, but I can't remember what I said now. I was just replying in order. Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about Minte. Yeah, we were talking about Minte. Yeah. I think I'd just play Gay. I mean, City could beat Liverpool like 2-3-0 again. As much as I don't want that to happen. And the fact Minte got 30 minutes last week, does that lead me to believe he might start this week? Potentially. Is there a transfer that you need to make anyway that you can make for a -4? Would you be going Gay out for like Munoz or Collins or Anderson or even Hill now that I've seen today, which to be honest he hadn't popped up on my radar. I hadn't seen his DEFCON numbers, to be honest, until today. So yeah, I think 100 money with no transfers, so probably a roll. I think you can get away with just not taking a -4 and moving on and just playing Gay, Minte first on the bench. I mean, you could also just play Minte and take a bit of a gamble. I mean, Palace are on a little bit of a slide at the moment. That would be a bit punty, Minte and for Gay, but could be a punt that could pay off. Yeah, I think that one's one to consider. The queue is on the screen, man. I added it. It's Cody right now. So if you look at my great addition to the stream queue, you'll see where your name comes after Cody. And trust me, mate, the team ID is correct. I don't think I changed the your team ID. Cody, is that good? Yeah, I think next week it's got to be Dorgu out. I think you focus on that back line. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I know Minte hasn't been like his minutes. He's been like a bit injured is the problem, is what. I don't know. Just the more minutes he gets, I just feel like they're building him up. But 24, 9, 30. Yeah, he's had a bit of a niggle. Yeah. All right, just go Gay this week. Inter's so bad. It's funny you say that. I said it about him around the beginning of this. I think it was the beginning of this season that like everyone was hyping him up a little bit, and amusingly I called him a bit of a Semenyo. Like he's quick, decent feet, can't finish, can't cross either, or Adama Traore maybe. But my mate, that's a Brian fan, was very offended by that, so I had to apologise to him. All right, Rico, 1, 4, 7, 1, 2, 3. Giannis Angelidis. You are a liar. Oh, no, you changed it, didn't you? You changed the last 2 digits around later. 1, 3, 2. Is that right? Ali Yankovic. I don't think this is you either, bro. You're just making things up. Please, I can't deal with you, Rico. 147132 was the latest one that you said. I've tried 2. I've reviewed this guy's team so many times this year. Al Yankovic. He's like a fan favorite of the show, I believe. Do you know what? I actually think he might have been on my channel once. Goodness gracious. 142173. Oh, Rico. Maybe our bet this week is that you remember your number first time next week. Oh, sorry, GV. Let me add yours to the queue. Let me start taking out some of these ones at the top. Yeah, we need AI in. We need him in there. Big Al. Big AI? Al. I don't know why I read that as AI. Hey, man. What's up, bro? Good evening for me. Morning for you. Hope you're well, mate. I'll be back in UK soon. 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll have to be catching up for a beer. Do everyone else before me. I feel bad for having a second team. That's all right, mate. You're a member of the channel. It's no stress. Everyone else will come in. Yeah, and hyping up Kudus as well. The only new guy who actually cooking is Igor Thiago. Yeah, Igor Thiago is actually cooking. Rico, you making any transfers this week? You did something, didn't you? I feel like you shouldn't. This team looks good. But did you? Rob, I need your help, mate, with what I'm doing with my team. Do I bench boost? Do I bring in the man, DCL? Rico, nothing. Okay, Tarko, Shalaba, Gabriel, Senesi. I love that as a back four. Oh, that's just so nice. Bruno, Rice, Semenyo, probably Rodgers. Oh, Rodgers or Wilson. Oh, if you go Wilson, you have to take out Tarko, though. No, I think I'd just go Rodgers, play Tarko, bench Wilson. I'd keep the same bench. I'd play this exact same team. It'd be a repeat team. You'll have to watch the Medvedev interview, class. He's a funny guy. Yeah, Medvedev's just so funny. I think the one where he said the small cat was like in the middle of a game. He said it to the umpire. It wasn't even an interview. It was really funny. But all of his interviews are funny, Medvedev. He's just good banter. Start 2 out of Rodgers, Semenyo and DCL. Team fell off due to baby life. How is the baby, mate? Is it a boy or a girl? It's a girl, I thought. Maybe so, was it? Let's go, mate. Can you have a look? Yeah, mate. Sandra, you're on the list. You can see yourself on the list. I'll obviously complete the members first. That's why they're paying members on the channel. And then we come to you guys. If you want to skip the queue, you can super chat or become a member. Boy, 11 weeks now. Bro, amazing. Cameron, hey, man. How are you? 11 weeks. Has he been sleeping well? Has he been sleeping well? Or are you just like nocturnal animal now? Start 2 out of Rodgers, Semenyo and DCL, by the way. I would start Semenyo and DCL and bench Rodgers. Yeah, I like that. It's a bold call. Your predictions, which team will dominate F1 2026? Absolutely no idea, mate. Hasn't even started. Haven't seen the cars. Completely new season. Couldn't tell you. I'll tell you in like 4 months. See you in the pub when you're in the UK then, mate. Yes, mate. Where will you be? Are you in London? If you're in London, I might do like a meet-up. If people are in London. Oh, I'll actually probably be in Cyprus for all of March. I'm teaching. They're putting me up in a comm out there, and I'm teaching cricket in schools in between our tours. So, yeah, I've got a bit of a job for a month. Not overly low, we're used to it. I only get up for diapers now. Very good. Yeah, Rika, I think same team, mate. I think no changes. Mercedes for me, but you know the driver. Lewis Hamilton, isn't he your favourite driver? Can we? Typing. I'll see if you get that. Where are you, Bailey? Where are you based? You don't have to tell me, by the way. But if you do want to tell me, you can tell me. Or you can DM me if you want. There he is! Reeled the fish in. Reeled the fish in. Pulls back. Yeah, nice easy one for you this week, Rico, I think. 67k also. You're getting a bit too close to me though, mate. I'm not sure I like that. Let's see if I remember my team ID. Someone asked how close I was to first place. I wanted to find out. I am only 126 points off first place. 60 points off the top 200 in the world. I'm actually 50 points off 400th place. That is mental. Hey man, thanks for popping in, bro. Much love. Good luck with the kid, and I'll see you in maybe a couple of months when I'm around. Winnable, yeah, Hoggy, you asked me, yeah, winnable, and I'm going for it. I'm not messing around. I'm going for the win. I've only been to Malaysia and Melbourne. I would like to go to Silverstone at some point. Malaysia was because my brother was working for Formula One at the time, so he got me a free ticket. And then Melbourne, obviously, it was just easy for me to get to. But I would say Malaysia was pretty damn awesome. But maybe I had good tickets and I went with my family. Melbourne was good, but it was so busy. Malaysia was great. You sit on the grass, you're just chilling. So many areas to sit, so it was really good. By game week 30, you should be in top 500. Yeah, mate, we can dream. Anyway, who's next on the list here? Abdullah, tell us when you're back, mate. Is it Rob 2? Rob 2. 8, 9, 1. Hamilton Verstappen, same car. Let's get started. Both drivers in their peak. Hamilton crushes him. Let's throw that rod out there and reel in that big one. Rob, which team's higher? This one or the other one? You wildcarded it as well, didn't you? Yeah, shit. Good week though, 69. Bailey. We'll work it out, mate. We'll work it out. You're on YouTube. I'll drop you a DM. I'll drop you a comment. Drop me a comment on YouTube. We can sort something out. No stress, mate. Yeah, Nico Rosberg probably beat Verstappen as well, actually, in his pomp. All the usuals in today. That's it. Paul, all the usuals in, mate. Are you feeling better, by the way? Hopefully you're doing a little bit better after the accident. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, mate, this team is a joke. Like, I've got no suggestions. It looks great. It's just like it's the ideal team, basically, in my opinion. It's pretty spot on. No changes. Roll. No one's the same as Verstappen. Quite a few people are better, though. I'm having a great time today. If no one's noticed, I'm reeling in some big fishes. Reeling in a big fish at the moment. If anybody knew I could multitask, I can do FPL and fish at the same time, and I'm pretty damn good at it. I don't know if anyone's seeing the catch. It is chomping away. You're here listening, bro. Yeah, Rob. I mean, I don't have anything to say, mate. I don't think I've ever said before. It just looks like a perfect team, but it's a perfect team. Like nothing to change. Roll for 10 weeks. Honestly, just there's nothing you need to do. Nothing you need to do. Do you know the only thing that having seen some of the data this week is Alderette could be James Hill at Bournemouth, the 3.9 guy. You look like Damon Heater from the darts. Bro, I'm gonna have to have a look at who this guy is because I don't know if you're cussing me out or stop it. We just need to pause. Like this, Bailey told me I look like Damon Heater from the darts. I'd just like to put a photo of what Damon Heater looks like, so we can have a discussion about this. This is Damon Heater. Are you okay, Bailey? Is everything okay? Are you serious? Maybe I'm not okay. Come on, bro. This is abuse. This is abuse of the highest level. Come on, man. Anyway, come on, bro. Damon Heater from the darts. Get out of here. Get out of it. Wait, I'm going to grow that little... Next stream, I'm going to come on with this one. Samuel Omoro. We're much similar. I think I'm closer to this guy. Can you not see the resemblance here? Like, we're basically the same guy. Anyway, let's get back to your teams. Sorry, I can't help but having a laugh. Sorry, that's really tickled me, Bailey. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Fish biting again. Name the driver, mate. You have seen him when you were a kid. Oh, what? As in, like, I've seen live, or I just used to watch on TV? My main man, Ayrton Senna. Well, I guess he was sort of before my time anyway. Nah, Schumacher, obviously, GOAT. Schumacher was GOAT. Actually, do you know who was great? Mika Hakkinen. Used to love Mika Hakkinen. He was so good. Rico, Enzo. What were we saying? Captain Bruno Fernandes or JP Rob? Ooh. That's a little sneaky. No, I think Bruno, bro. He's in really good form. I just stick to him. Stick to him. Stick to him like glue. GV, let's pull your team up, mate. 39296. Schumacher's like levels above Verstappen, mate. levels above him. He's unbelievable. Verstappen's just a dot compared to Schumacher. You wouldn't even be able to see him in the rearview mirror. He's so far away. Bruno usually does something against Tottenham as well. I was thinking JP, but I'll go Bruno. Yeah, I mean, lots of people are going to be captaining Bruno, so depends what your vibe is. Is your dad going to captain Bruno? Is it that team that you're chasing? Oh, sorry, Rico. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, depends what your Rico. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people can captain Bruno. I think it's not worth the JP captaincy. You just don't know what Rossini is going to do. He doesn't even know his best team at the moment. He could start a JP on the bench. Yeah. GV, you're right. This is very differential, mate. But I it's not that bad. Like, Gabriel Senesi is nice. Virgil's gonna come good from 26, hopefully. Richards, if Palace go well over the next few weeks, you're gonna see people racing back towards Munoz. And Dai, Rogers, I don't love them. Enzo Lafay I like. Jared Bowen is the only West Ham player that can do anything, so fine. And Thiago Haaland, great. Barnes, you keep telling me Barnes is going to do good. Barnes does. He has those occasional weeks, but the problem is like, you could easily bench him for a week where he guns it. So this week, what have you made any moves? This game week will hold me or drag me down. When did you make sweeping changes? Or you just been rolling? Oh, you haven't really made any sweeping changes. Yeah, you sort of been up and down, up and down, up and down. It's quite nice, your differentials. Yeah, you got Sarr. Oh, who have you got Sarr in for? Ndai? Or for Saka? Sarr's on pens for Palace as well. Yeah, so Palace doing well, is really interesting because obviously people are banging on about, Glasner's leaving, Mateta's not playing, Eze's gone, but Palace always manage to find a way, and I don't know whether it's Glasner, and now with Glasner knowing he's going, it's different. But they're always undermanned, undergunned, and they always manage to find a way to go on a little run. We can start this debate today and finish it tomorrow, but I'm so sure I will destroy you on this debate. The moment you lack knowledge about some questions, that was it. It's over. Guys, it is unbelievable how many times I've been able to go fishing today and just keep reeling them in. I'm just reeling these bites in all the time. Anyway, I'm hoping most of you understand what I'm talking about. Cody got a couple of friends who would start wars over the Verstappen slander. Rob, my dad can't get Bruno Fernandes, loving it. Me, I'm cashing. Yeah, then you just got to master rage fail. Rico, Adam, if I special rank, I'm going to take over your channel and start giving you advice. If you take over, can we actually? Do you have I have not done this yet, but I want to have somebody on the channel as a guest. So I'd actually be down to have someone on, and we'd do a Skype call, and I'll put a little box and have you in the screen. Masturbator. That's it, masturbator. Oh dear. I've had a good day today. All right, GV. I think, I mean, you obviously made that transfer, so then I guess benching. Benching's a bit of a tough one. Were you playing Anderson or Ndai? No, you're not a fan of the hoping Palace pick up from this game week. I think. And are you playing Barnes this week? What have you got? Don't fall for Rage Paper 2026. So what's your planned bench this week? Are you going to go Virgil on bench, Enzo Lefebvre on bench, and Enzo Lefebvre out? Wait, Enzo Lefebvre and who? Who are the other two that you have on there? I'm only joking, Sandro. To be honest, I was just taking a mick. Yeah, I have no idea who's going to win F1 this year. Honestly, like I couldn't tell you. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen with the new cars, but it'll be interesting. I'm sure it'll be a good year. Good year, and I'm sure Verstappen will do well. I'm sure he'll do well. He is a very good driver. Like, can't deny that at all. Senesi, Richards, and Saka on the bench, but you moved Saka for Sarr, no? Oh, you're holding. So who did Sarr come in for? Oh, Enzo Lefebvre. Sorry, I understand what you're saying. I'm just brain dead. George Washington. Can we pin that comment? I told you were egoistic about answers, but no problem for me. Okay. I don't think I have been. Why are you hating, bro? Yeah, okay, so Sarr in, and Dyer, Rogers, Sarr, Bowen, Thiago Haaland. Okay, so Saka on bench with Virgil and one of Ndai or Anderson, I'm guessing. And you're playing Barnes? And then you're going to wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I'd probably play Anderson over Ndai. I don't think Everton look great going forwards. They score some lucky late goals, but they look great going forwards. You're not the only one. I have friends also who lack knowledge about F1. Maybe you're just super knowledgeable. So people are unable to debate you because you have so much knowledge. Maybe it's not others lacking. I would say I have good knowledge of F1. Maybe you just have better knowledge. Yes, playing Barnes. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, so I think I'd probably play Anderson over Ndai. But obviously difficult to bench what is likely a penalty taker. So I think that's the call that you've got to make between those two for the other bench spot. Just don't really like egotistic answers. Where's the ego? Okay, next. FPL Hippie, are you here? Abdullah, are you back? Where have you gone? Where have you gone, man? Yeah, bro, relax. Relax, man. FPL Hippie, he's here. All right, let's keep trucking. Ooh, what? Minus 16, bro. What's going on? Well, you were a lot higher last time I remember. You've had a few tough weeks, eh, mate? I don't really want to have a serious debate about F1 while I'm doing an FPL stream, because I just feel like it takes away from other people's experience of the stream. But in the future, maybe I will convert some of my streams to be a little bit different and do some other stuff. If I do that, then I would happily cause drama with you, having outrageous takes about F1. But for these, like, I try to answer your questions the best I can, but ultimately, like, I'm trying to help everyone with their teams at the same time. It's quite hard to do both. If that makes sense. But I try my best to answer your questions as well. This is my brain is thinking many things at the same time. I'm thinking, who should people start in these teams? Why the -16, mate? If I can ask. In fact, let's have a look at what you did for it last week. Those really big moves, like Roast for Dubravka, Pope's like double goalkeeper change, Gahey in, Foden to Bruno, Watkins to João Pedro makes sense. Whoa, Rob, that is mad, bro. 215 points with 6 out of 15 players. I mean, I'd just give up. If I got 215 points in FPL, I'd be winning. That's crazy that you made two goalie changes. Okay, it's FPL questions. Yeah, thanks, man. No, to be honest, like I was actually going to go to the Six Nations. Oh, I need to text my mate telling him I can't come. Yeah, I was going to go to England, Italy and Rome, but I have to be in Cyprus now because I'm coaching the kids. You took a -4 this week, Hippie. To be fair, you almost still got a green arrow last week with a -16, which is kind of crazy. I think you've got to consider your hits a little bit. If I look at you through the season here, you've gone like -4, -8, -12, -12, 8, -20, -4, -20, -20. Like this is a lot of hits that you're taking. If I was to I'm actually interested to add up the hits that you've taken so far this season. I'm going to do it. 4, 8, 12, 12, 8, 20, 4, 20, 20, 12, 8, 4, 8, 20, 16, 12, 8, 16. You guys can't see this. I wonder if I can show you. Look at the hit, like the TC here is the hits. Look how many hits he's taken so far this year. And this is a good, actually, like, and like you might like to play the game differently, which is totally fine. But I think I would say it's a good like thought, at least a good like moment to think. Rather, I was going to say like a good teaching or learning moment, but I guess also like a little bit of like a thing to think about. That's 212 points. Oh, you showboat and still beat them. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Which is your mini league, by the way? Is it this one? I think you can beat something. Which one's the one with your kids? Can we look at their teams as well? Yeah, you have 212 points in hits. So let's say that you didn't take those hits, you would be on 1,440 points, which is 40k in the world. So kind of crazy. You'd be having an amazing season. Obviously, like maybe you'd lose a few points out of that. But yeah, I mean, you'd be having a really incredible season. So yeah, I mean, obviously, like you're doing a bit of fun with your kids, and that's fine. But maybe just as a thinking point for other people who often take quite a few hits, because I know I've spoken to a few people on this. Like 212 points is a lot of points. That's honestly, you'd be inside the top 40k, with that. I'm looking at it now. So yeah, kind of crazy, but interesting to see. And then so with your team, I think this week. Gabriel Munoz. Have you taken a hit this week as well? Is that what you said? If you're taking a -4, Thiago to Abraham, Saka to Palmer. Next week, -4, Palmer to Wirtz, Alderweireld to Timber. You're actually kind of jokes. So what, you're playing Gabriel, Mukiele, Munoz this week probably, or you not Mukiele and Gay? Sanchez in goal. Rice, Rogers, Bruno, Semenyo, Thiago, João Pedro. So bench is Sack. Oh no, you've gone Palmer. You got Palmer. Rogers on bench. Rogers on bench probably. Munoz in, Alderette on bench, and then one of Gay and Mukiele on bench. It's probably what I'd be looking at. FPL Hippie. Oh, sorry, Abraham in for Thiago. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. So then you play. Abdullah, you're back. I was just about to bring a team up. I'll bring it up in a second. Stick around, man. So Gabriel, Munoz, Mukiele, Gay, Rice, Bruno, Semenyo, Palmer, João Pedro, Haaland. Wow, your bet with Adam on TCL. Yeah, £100 TC. I like it. 19.99 captain. 19.99 for captaincy. If it wasn't Valentine's Day a week, so I would have done it. Thank you, Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'd probably be benching Alderette. I'd be benching Rogers. I think I'd probably bench Rogers, but you could also, I guess you could bench Rogers. I think you could bench Alderette, Gahey, and Abraham, or you could play Gahey, bench Rogers. I think one of the two. Can I Klarna the bet? What's Klarna? Isn't Klarna like payments or something? What's Klarna? Am I just dumb? That might be well known. It's like payment installments. Yeah, Sandri, I will get to your team, mate. No worries. Just give me a second. I've got to go through in order. Yeah, FPL Hippie, what do you think? Is that good for the bench discussion as well? Also, you're incredible. You've gone Wildcard 2 and Bench Boost 2 as well. No worries, mate. What is your mini league with your kids? Can I ask that, or no? You don't have to tell me. That's fine. I like to look at people's mini leagues and stuff and just see how they're going. There wasn't a no installments, like afterpay. No installments. No installments. Thank you very much. I don't keep your money. Keep your girlfriend happy, man. House of Stones are 16 and 20. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, we can roast them in the chat then, can we? Yeah, I don't really have a deadline on this stream because there's no deadline for me today, so I'm just sort of taking my time going through stuff. House of Stone. Why can't I see that? Game of Stones, is it? Game of Stones. Oh yeah, I see. Joe and Ben. I'm smashing the Elite Members League. No one's catching you. I've had a good season, to be honest. Honestly, the beginning of the season makes a huge difference. I think 200k is in the first week of the season. No, I can check mini leagues as well. Yeah, I can go in and look at them. If I just, for example, if I just hide the chat quickly. And I'll just show you the mini leagues as well. So towards later in the season, and what I did last year, Rob, I know you weren't around on the channel, is towards the end of the season, I was recommending transfers based off mini league rivals. So I can see all the mini league rivals on the side as well on my screen. If I can't show you everything, but yeah, I have them anyway on my screen. I have everything. It's not. Anyway, just trust me, I can see it. And so you can see on the right, the other people's teams and stuff. Hey, so one guy's beating you, mate. One guy's beating you, Hippie. One of your kids. He's because you take a -16 this week, otherwise you'd have been ahead of him. I need to get into this members league. I might actually beat some of you. Oh, Cody, yeah. To be honest, I can't remember the code. That's the problem. There's someone who'll have it in the chat. Yeah, Rob, like, I can see your one with your dad probably. Yeah, this one. So I can like pull up his team and have a look at it, and we can compare. Mario, that Zubimendi pick was crazy from him. Crazy. Yeah, we'll talk through this stuff. I think after, like, once if people want me to look at mini leagues and stuff, I'm happy to do that. All right, Abdullah, let's do your team, bro. Finally, we're there. Rico 400k on a steady decline to 70k. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Need a green arrow. You do, mate. But you're doing so good, and then you just had the red. It's fine. Since I came back, I think I took a break here somewhere, didn't I? And I came back around 18, 19, and then you just been flying. 5 green arrows. Yeah, I was saying. I actually started talking through this team, and then I realised you weren't here a minute ago. I was like, yeah, Kelavi, Dubravka, but I probably would have picked Dubravka as well. I think it's a tough one. But looking at Brentford and the way, if you, what I've said about Aston Villa, and if you just block the mid, if you have a, mid-low block against Aston Villa, they can't score. That's why I said Everton, Aston Villa. I said Everton keeping clean sheet. Everton just have, block the middle of the pitch, force them wide, they can't score. And Brentford did that really well. I just didn't think they set up like that at all. That's the first time I've seen them set up like that. So I think Keith Andrews doing a great job there. Doing a really great job there. Have you made any transfers this week, Abdullah? What was your one last week? Worked out Bruno in. Didn't really help, did it? I mean, yeah, I guess you captain Bruno, so it's all right. Yeah, mate. That's what I was saying. I said you gotta get Gabriel, man. You gotta get Gabriel. Yeah, I think you probably go Gabriel. I would potentially go Gabriel for Virgil this week. Do you have the money for that? 5.9, no. What is he? 6.6 or something? 7.1 now. Shit. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, you probably have to bring in an Arsenal mid then. I was going to say wait an extra week, but you might have to take a punt. Who would you want to punt on in 26, basically? It's either going to be Trossard or Madueke, probably. Well, I don't really hate the -4, but I don't think there's a point. I don't think there's any point. I think you get in the Arsenal mid, and you probably bench Virgil, and you play the mid. So I don't think there's any point in bringing Gabriel in as well. Then you're just gonna have a headache of who you're benching out of the rest of the team, which is annoying. So I think the -4 is not worth it. You can just make that Gabriel transfer next week. If you need to take a -4 next week, fine. But realistically, you need to free up that 1.2 mil for Gabriel. So, I mean, Saka down to any of the other Arsenal ones will get you that. Thanks, Cody. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I probably won't be running too much longer. I'll finish off this list of everybody. Then we'll see if anybody wants to talk about chip strategy or anything, and I'll get off to bed because I've got to clean up my house for tomorrow for the viewing. But thanks for joining, mate, and I'll catch up with you soon. No cap C today. No cap C today. Didn't someone say they were going to gift him membership or something? Don't do it. Stroud Arsenal at Palace. What? No, bro, that hasn't happened yet. That hasn't happened yet. Buwan Shrestha, I need a suggestion. No worries, mate. Yeah, so Saka, Trossard and Madueke, who's the better pick? Abdullah. Yeah, it's one that I toss up with, and like I don't have a definite answer for it, but I'll give you my view, and then I'll make a pick. But I would say use your own judgment. But I don't like to sit on the fence. I will make a pick, but I would say Madueke is probably a little bit more like assists. Hey, FPL Rubberducky, what's up? Who to start, Arofs or Dubravka? Buwan, I would be starting Dubravka, mate. They bidded 40 million for him. Oh, okay. Oh, they have put the bid in, have they? Okay, didn't see that. Chondaran, 6th club, age 22. Yeah, sorry, Abdullah, just bear with me a second, mate. I will come to a conclusion on this in a second. People have said a few things that were a bit interesting. Rubber ducky in the chat. What's happening? Yes, so my thoughts on Madueke versus Trossard. So I think Madueke is more of like an assist guy, and he's also on corners for Arsenal, which is quite important. With Saka out. Hey, Paul, what a legend. Oh, Cameron got the membership. Unbelievable. Was that, did you actually manage to do that? That's your mate, isn't it? Did you manage to do that? Like actually gifted it to him, or that was just like a happy accident? Oh my God, amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Paul. Congratulations, Cameron. Send in your WhatsApp and Gmail if you want to join the WhatsApp chat and be part of get the spreadsheet as well. Right. Yeah, I mean, Palace do the worst business ever, bro. Honestly, it's just awful business. Yeah, so on Saka, we just don't know when he's going to be fit again. So does he come back in 26? I don't know. Does Madueke start both? That's probably the one I'd be scared about. And then you got Trossard as well on the other wing, where it's like, well, it's just the rotation of the minutes is the problem for those Arsenal players. For me, I would say Trossard's the one that's most likely to score the goals and have one of those like massive hauls. So I think as a punt for a double game week, I'd be going with Trossard. Also, the fact that if you went with Madueke, when Saka comes back, you know that he's coming out of that team. So you then have to move him on. That, looking at your team, that might be okay for you because ultimately you'll have Gabriel in and then you'll have Semenyo and Haaland and Rice. So you'd have to move one of those by game week 31 anyway. So if you do bring Trossard, just note that you'll have Trossard, Gabriel, Rice, Haaland, Semenyo. You only want, that's 5, right? You only want 3 of them for your bench in game week 31. So just make sure that you roll or save transfers to be able to get the other 2 out of your team. Yeah, you're going to go for Trossard. Cool. Join the membership program. Leeds United propaganda is retired. Yeah, he is. That's just a fleet. So good, Paul. Give him a text and let him know. Yes, Paul, no problem, mate. You're in. Good timing. We just got through. Anything else, Abdullah, on that, or all good? Chuck Paul in then. Hey, Kentaro, why am I streaming early today? Yeah, I just didn't want to do it at 5 a.m, to be honest, mate. I've got to be up early I've got a house viewing tomorrow where I've got people coming in to look at my house, and I need to just tidy up in the morning, like do a bit of mopping, vacuuming, get everything put away. Like I've got to get all this streaming stuff out of here, and so people can come in. English Aussie, let's go. I'm moving. I've got 6.5 hours to the deadline, so I'll be any giveaway, bro. Oh, kicks. I do want to do a giveaway, but I'm sort of sad that Cap C's not here, so I might wait for next week to do one. I'll do some membership giveaways and then a giveaway. I'm moving to UK, mate. I'm moving to UK. Well, not permanently, but for a year. So I'm renting out my place. Let me just look at when the deadline is for next week. Oh, it's another 5 a.m. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's midweek. Oh shit. I'll do next weekend. We'll do some membership gifting and we'll do a giveaway. I think midweek I'll do another early stream on because it's a Tuesday night kickoff in England, so I'll do like a Tuesday morning stream, which is a Tuesday night in Australia. How did we get back to F1 again? How did we get back to F1? 20 plus years. How old do you think I am, mate? I'm only 19. I actually got told by a guy in Bunnings the other day that I looked 24. I was quite pleased with that. Bondi Beach, that's the dream, Bailey. That's actually the dream. Like living near the beach in Australia is epic, mate. It's so epic. I mean, I'm like a 25-minute drive from the beach, so it's still pretty sick. And the beaches are very nice. All right, Paul. Any transfers made this week, mate? You are going Raya next week, and you were thinking of doing a defender transfer. Looking at your team, I think Gabriel, lovely. Michael Keane plays. And then I'm a little bit unsure on the other three. Well, let's have a think about it. Then Bruno, Enzo, Rice, Semenyo and Bumo all got to play. Thiago, Haaland both should play as well. So you kind of need to play 3-5-2 this week. I think Thiago v Newcastle was a nice fixture. He said it once since 2003. Didn't I? Shit. Gave it away. I'm back, lol. Hypothetically, if I can't fight the -4, choose the best midfielder apart from the Fernandezes and Rice. I mean, I like an Mbumo Cunha punt. I like Enzo for 3 weeks, but I wouldn't be transferring him in for that 3-week period. Ismail Assar's an interesting punt, and I like Wirtz from next week. But ideally, I'd probably be looking at Wirtz from 27. But I'd fight the urge. This week, Cody. But those are my options. I said it 2003. I just got to stop giving stuff away. So you're full cussing me out today, Sandry, bro. None so far. Okay. So I think it's Lewis Hall's the one that you want to be looking at. Moving out. And it could be for old mate Danny Munoz. It could be for Anderson. It could be for... Yeah, I think it's a bit too early for Collins and Hill. Probably 26. I mean, you could roll. I think Gay's going to have to come out at some point. Because you got 3 Arsenal, 3 City in game week 31. you can't have that. You can only have 3, 4 max, really, unless you save the transfers up. So I think Gay's someone that you definitely should be looking to probably move out soon, unless you want to just run him all the way through to 31. But if you run him all the way through to 31, you're going to have Gabriel to get 2 of them out. You're going to have 2 free transfers to move them out in 31. Plus you got Mark Guy, which you'd have to move if you needed to do that as well. So you'd have to do 3 free transfers in 31. Wirtz from 27. 4 for Enzo. For 28. From 28 for Enzo. Because Enzo goes Arsenal, Villa, Newcastle, Everton, Man City, Man United after that, which is horrible. And I like Rice and Semenyo like that. Like Semenyo has nice fixtures for City. I would be trying to hold on to him. Rice, maybe I'd move. Mbumo, maybe I'd move if he doesn't go well over the next few game weeks. But I think that's a difficult one. I think I'd be looking at Enzo out in 28 to Wirtz. That's my transfer plan. Be prepared for it to be freezing in England is when we say it's cold, it's cold. Yeah, I'm imagining so. You want Chalobah for Hull this week, and then you got Wolves, Leeds, Burnley for Chelsea. Yeah, but do you think you're... Yeah, I mean... But then after that, where do you go? After that, where do you go? What like, if we plan out your transfers forwards, Daniel Majid, I have Kelleher, Wilson, Hill and King on the bench. So I was thinking about bench boost this week. What do you think? I don't like bench boost with King. I'd just wildcard 32 into a bench boost 33 with 15 doublers. I don't think that's that nice a bench boost. Kelleher v Newcastle as well. It's not that nice. You should see my potential bench boost this week, which we should go on to talk about, actually. London's nice. My dad used to work there. He always tells us when we play Monopoly. Yeah, it's actually wicked. I like them. Like, when I play Monopoly, I also tell my partner, I'm like, oh yeah, this is this place. This is this place. When I took her to London, I showed her around. Enzo from 28. Enzo out from 28. Yeah. But then I'd potentially just hold off on Wirtz if you can. Like, just hold off the Nottingham Forest game and bring him in for Enzo in 28. Because what I'd be looking at your team is, yes, I'd be looking at, and I'm going to look at my transfer plans as well while I talk to you about this, because they'll probably be quite similar. I'd be looking at Gay out at some point, but if you could roll him to 31, I'd be looking at Hall out. Ultimately, you're going to need a few transfers. You're going to need one for Raya next week, one for Gay at some point, one for Rice / Semenyo at some point, one for Guiu at some point. That's 4 free transfers between now and 31. And then you'll probably have... Then you've got 2 other weeks, basically. So... Gay... What did I say? Gay, one of Rice and Semenyo, Hall, Guiu. And Raya. 5. That's 5. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, so then you just got 30 and 31. So, yeah, you're looking at that. I think, I agree that Hall probably can go. But I think he can go... If he moves this week, he probably moves from Munoz or a Chalobah. Okay, I see Chalobah. I can see Chalobah. But you can get... Yeah, Chalobah's fine. Yeah, he can go for Chalobah. Hall to Chalobah this week. Raya for Pickford next week. Then in 27... do you have enough money then to go to... Would you have enough money to go Enzo to Wirtz? He's going to be 8.4 or something, is he? Where is he? Let me check where he is. 8.3. So you go Pickford to Raya, that's like same price, isn't it? 0.3. 2.7 in the bank. Then you go Hall to Chalobah, that's what, 0.3 as well. Is he 5.6 or 5.7? 5.7.4. So you got 2.3 in the bank for Enzo to Wirtz, which you can do because that'll be 9.1. Yeah, okay. So you do have that you could potentially roll in 27, and your back line's going to look like Gabriel. Yeah, your back line's not that nice in 27 either. Not that nice in 27 either. And where are you going Guy to? To Krupi, probably. Gay and Semenyo out in 31, yeah. Sunderland, Fuller, you probably play Mukiele in 27. You play Gabriel, Mukiele and Chalobah in 27. Then 28, Enzo goes to Wirtz. Gay and Semenyo out in 31. And you're wildcarding 32. So, I mean, you can do anything you want in 31. Or you could even go Gay and Rice out in 31. Whoever's more, 7.5 or Semenyo, 7.8. Yeah, you just want the money, really. It doesn't matter. You're going to be benching them anyway. I mean, realistically, if you're going to wildcard now, you wouldn't want to go Haaland because you lose the price rise. You just want to take... realistically, yeah, if you want the money, you just go Rice and Semenyo out in 31 because you're going to be benching them anyway and wildcarding in 32, but we can talk about it then. So, yeah, I think that works. So, I think this week... Hall to Chalobah. Chalobah comes in. You play Gabriel, Chalobah, and I'd probably play Michael Keane with Gay first on the bench. Mukiele second and Guy third. Daniel Maged, sorry mate, I know you did say something earlier. I already wildcarded week 24 and I think there's a good potential for this week for bench boost. Also, I'm top 47k. If it helps, mate, this is my team. Actually, why am I showing it on here? I'll just put it on the proper site. I'm also considering bench boosting. Does that help at all? Because this is I think my team's even stronger. I think the bench is even stronger. I have not played the wild card. And I really have a feeling that I should be bench boosting this week rather than going wild card into bench boost in 33. And I just wild card in 32 anyway into a normal team in 33. Wow, that actually works. I could wildcard into a normal team. If I could wildcard 32 into a normal team in 33 of 11 doublers, my 4 bench players could all be playing in 34. But I'd need 3 free transfers. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't have 11 doublers. Just for you, honestly, I wouldn't have him Calvert-Lewin if you weren't here, Rob. But I wanted him in for you. You got him in my team. I had to play him once. You notice the captaincy and vice captaincy is as far away from him as possible. But I just feel like all of these guys are good options. Henry injuries and that plan gets chalked off. Are you saying the bench boost plan for me this week or what? Wildcard 35 if I can last and bench boost 36. Yeah, what I'd say about that pool is, although that's an option, it just depends how many teams make the FA Cup semis and finals. Because the 36 bench boost, you're going to have... That is EFL Cup final. Sorry, let me just review my... Yeah, that's going to be the teams that make the FA Cup final. So you're going to have only 4 teams that are going to be doubling in 36. So really, you're going to only be able to have 12 doublers on that bench boost. So really, what's the point in bench boosting in 36? You just bench boost in a normal week with a normal bench. You're only having one extra doubler. You're only having one extra doubler in that team. So if you have a good bench boost, there's no point. If you're going to bench boost in 36, there's no point. You don't like Anderson this season at all? Daniel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the fact that you've already wildcarded. I get you, but I don't really like the Kelleher fixture for Brentford. I think Brentford have a really nice fixture on like 28 or 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I think between 28 and 32, given that you've got Kelleher in goal, and Bournemouth also have a really nice fixture on around that time, I would say probably game week 28 or game week 30, where Bournemouth have Burnley, Brentford have Wolves, or Bournemouth have Sunderland and Brentford have Burnley, are quite nice for your sort of bench team. And also if you have a few like Liverpool, Man City, like that also falls in quite nicely with those guys. So I think, Daniel, I'd look at those 2 weeks, have a look at what your team looks like on maybe Plan FPL, and then decide. Sandra, yes, mate, I'm coming to you. Just relax. D-Unit, what's up, mate? How are you? Love the rotations on the left. Oh, thank you, mate. Great to see you, D-Unit. How are you, mate? Good to have you in the chat. I see you're also playing Footium, like one of the other games. You also have a much better team than me on there. Hope all is good, mate. And keep up the great work on your channel. If you guys haven't seen D-Unit's channel, check it out. Give him a sub. He's good value. He has a few different opinions as well, which is nice. Like, it's not always good following the old mainstream. So yeah, smash that subscribe button. Go and check him out. Yeah, your Footium team's insane, mate. Your Footium team's way too good for the division you're in. Just relax, man. Stop buying so many players. My team is so crap and I can't get out of Div 7. No worries, bro. So yeah, like this is sort of what I'm thinking for this anyway. So yeah, ultimately I think wait till sort of 28, 30. You can bench boost then. And then yeah, it's just I think like the decision for my team whenever I bench boost now is hurting me. I do think this is a good week to bench boost. I do think it, like for my particular team, like not in general, but I just think, do I do the classic wildcard 32, bench boost 33? I like to. Normally, most years, I always feel like I have a better strategy than the mainstream strategy, but I really do feel like that strategy is the best at the moment. Like I just can't see anything better than wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34, which annoys me. No need to take risks, Adam. You're doing well, but that's what it's about, man. I want to win FPL this year. I'm 9k in the world, man. I'm 9k in the world. Like I've got a chance. I've got a chance. You don't have that every year, man. I'm not playing the game to get like I could get a consistent top 100k rank every year. Like it's not that hard. You just are boring. You just have to be boring. You can do it. Like honestly, you won't enjoy FPL if you do it, but you can. You can watch my streams every week and like here are the best players that you buy and statistically you do this. It's not that fun, man. Like when you're in this sort of position where you can win it, like you got to try. You got to try. But I just, yeah, I would well be pushing. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think so, Darius. Daniel, I think it helps a lot. I will check week 28. It'll be probably either this week or week 28. I don't usually use my chips early, but it's going well for me this season. Yeah, fair play. What's going on? Did I see deleted message? Message deleted. Love the D Unit channel. Yeah, top class. Top class. Dior is conceding a goal. Yeah, to Thiago. I guess that's the only thing. I do have Thiago v Thior. I do think Thiago scores. But I like Dubravka, I like Anderson, and Thior could like come in there with a bullet header or something. I don't know. I feel like it's possible. I feel like it's possible for sure. For some reason, is this showing like the wrong... Oh, I got the old chat in here. Oh, I do. Whoops. Smart of me. Semen. How, bro? I blame you, Paul, that I had the wrong chat on the side there because I set up too quickly today. No, all good, Abdullah. 2 people I follow for FPL are in this chat, DU and Adam. Such good resources for FPL. Oh, epic. Yeah, we actually collaborated back. I think I was telling you guys last week I collaborated with D Unit and FPL Dennis for a little bit. We were trying to grow our channels together. Yeah, I think, to be honest, D is probably doing a much better job than I am because just my life's been a bit too hectic. But I'm trying to keep doing weekly stuff and just keep it going. And to be honest, I just like coming on and chatting and shit with you lot. It's pretty fun. You are currently in my pocket while I'm at work. Sensational. Sensational. I'll add you to the list, mate. D-Unit, you want to get your team ID up and we'll have a look at your team as well, mate? That'd be quite good to do. Team review for you. See if I've got any different ideas of your team. Or if you got any ideas for my team, that'd be good as well. Do I bench boost this week, mate? I think I'm going to hold it. I think I'm going to go with Wildcard 32, bench boost, free hit 34. I hate it. I want a free hit and a double. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I'm not happy. I really want a free hit and a double. I still might. You never know. Maybe I'll randomly bench boost in like 35 or something weird. Bench boost feels weird with the clashes, yeah. But I'm not even sure on my flipping bench order, to be honest. Like this could move. I kind of want to play Thiago. I just feel like he's gonna do something well. Calvert-Lewin is just for Rob, just for one of the members. All right, we got a special guest today with D Unit, so we're gonna get him in there early. Anderson over Keane sounds better. If I'm not bench boosting this week. Yeah, actually, I don't mind that shout. Fulham have been quite good going forwards lately as well. Love the DCL unit. That's it. I was cussing him out earlier in the season as well, and then he just went on an absolute generational run. All right, Darius, -4 last week, mate. Timber and Boomo in. Gabriel, Tarko, Shalava, Timber. Your defence is solid. Michele. Bruno Fernandes, Rice, Wirtz. Mate, your team's strong, bro. Your team feels very strong at this stage. Like, I feel like you could roll. You must be rolling like quite a lot. I did donate £20 for TCL. That's right. That is right. That is valid. He wouldn't have been in there otherwise. I took a -4 for DCL last week to put him on my bench. And still 9k in the world. All the shit I've been doing this season with you guys. Had a mare start to the season. Let's have a look. Yeah, shit. I mean, honestly, it makes a huge difference. If you can start well, like, you'd probably be like 50k. Like, you've just been green arrow, green arrow, green arrow, green arrow. Like, if you'd have had like 2 good weeks, like, you're actually, should we look? You're probably not that far off. Like, what's top 100k? Yeah, you're like 84 points off top 100k. Like, if you just had like your first week is like 80 points, you'd be like fucking top 250k in the world. It's crazy how much it makes a big difference. Gavin, hey bro, tuning late. So you might chat about already. Any good Saka replacements, please? Thinking of Noni, but afraid of minutes risk. Yeah, like, we did have a little bit of a chat about it earlier. I basically said, like, as I say, I don't like to sit on the fence, but I said Madueke is obviously on corners, so like he's a bit more of a Saka as in like an assist threat. I think Trossard's always good for goals. I think they're both minutes risks, but I think if you're going for them, you take a punt on them on game week 26. I think you've just got to know, like, I wouldn't go Madueke right now because Saka could come back next week. If you have to go this week, I'd go Trossard. If you can wait till 26, I'd probably still go Trossard, but it gives you the option of going to Madueke if you want to, and if Saka's like confirmed out for longer. I think longer term, you've got to be aware that once you get to game week 31, they're going to blank. You're going to have to get them out again. So just consider that in your team as you go forwards. Do I think Keane starts? Yeah, I think Keane starts. I think they continue to start Keane. You got benching issues as well this week, D, in it, don't you? I'm assuming, like, who are you benching at the back? Are you going to bench Timber or Mukiele? Or one of the two of them? Wilson versus Tarko. That's the tough one for me this week, that Fulham Everton game. I did the same, D unit. You convinced me to not go for Haaland and Salah. I tell you what is funny. Last season, I went, whatever I do this year, I need to make sure I start with Haaland and Salah. And then at the beginning of the season, I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to start with Salah. And I was so wrong, as usual. So next year, I'm not going to start with Haaland and Salah again, despite saying again, I should probably start with both of them. Oh, well, if Salah's still there, he's probably gone next year. Talked to Nunes and benching Nunes and sold Thiago to JP. Okay, so JP plays with Haaland. And Bumo, Wirtz, Rice, Fernandes all play. Bowen still benched. Wait, who West Ham got this week? Oh, Burnley. Bowen's in. Bowen's in. Far out. So you what, benching? Probably benching Wilson, then playing Tarko. Going Gabriel, Tarko, Chalobah at the back. And then Bruno, Rice, Wirtz, Mbumo, Haaland, Bowen, JP. Your bench decision is Wirtz or Haaland. Fuck here now. Go Haaland in that case. No. You can't. I play Haaland, man. I know he doesn't score against Liverpool, but I'm a Liverpool fan. I still think City are going to win. But we're finding form again. We are finding form again. I mean, I guess it is City. Just hedge your bets and play both of them. Your defence is so nice, it is hard to get rid of them. I'm waiting for... I wish Arteta would give good press conferences and not be an absolute knob end. Because then I would know whether Timber was available. Give some good advice. All right, who is actually up next on the list? I know Dean, it doesn't actually need my help, but I was just interesting to have him on and get him on the screen. Who have we got? Wanikwan, Kaiser, Sandri, Simen. Any of you in the chat? I know I've taken like 17 million hours to get to you guys, so apologies. But if any of you are still here and listening, I will pull you up now. Sandri. It's time for you, my friend. It's time for the Max Verstappen fanboy. All right. I told you I'd get to you. I might do these two and then bugger off, to be honest, because I want to get some sleep. And Darius, you're in Oz as well, mate. It's probably late. Oh, Kaiser, you're here as well. I'll pull you up next, Kaiser, mate. If you don't mind, just let me just run through Sandry first, then we'll get to you. Nice, mate. 452k in the world. You're running. Look at these red arrows after I went offline for a few weeks. See, look how helpful I've been for you, mate. I went away for like 3 weeks. You just read it up. Dear. Have you made any transfers this week, Sandry? Check it out. O'Reilly's probably got to go at some point soon, I would say. He might be a good transfer to me. Timber to Mukiele. So next week, you bring Gabriel in. Is that the plan? Timber to Mukiele, Gabriel in for O'Reilly? Please say O'Reilly. Oh, Timber to Gabriel. Oh, Timber to Gabriel. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what are we looking at this week? Gabriel, Richards, Anderson. O'Reilly. No. Palace is tough. Man, interesting choice of week to do that. I feel like you could have utilised your transfers on bringing another defender in this week. Maybe like a Chalobah for an O'Reilly something, or even a Munoz. But yeah, I think in that case I'd probably be going Gabriel, Richards, Anderson for the DEFCON at the back. Mukiele, I just can't see Sunderland keeping that clean sheet against Arsenal. Timber might be benched. Yeah, might be. But I mean, he's going to score the same amount of points probably as a O'Reilly or a Mukiele, because O'Reilly could be benched as well. Aït-Nouri's been playing at left back as well, and Núñez at right back, and O'Reilly started playing in that like defensive midfield role at City. So yeah, it's been crazy the change in the Prem this season to go man to man marking, like actually crazy. You saw Guardiola knew Newcastle were going to do it because it caused them problems, and Botman was like in the AFL Cup. I don't know if you guys saw that. Botman was, man, he was like on the opposition box, and then would just like miss. Like, I just don't know what he was doing. Like, if you're going to mark your man, you can't get beaten so easily there. He was getting beaten like in the opposition half, and just he was gone. It was just absolute. Yeah, Sunderland did get a draw with Arsenal, but wasn't it like 3-3 or 2-2? So can't expect that. Bruno G or Anderson. I think I'd start Anderson. They like Howe's press conference already came. He said he's not sure if Bruno's ready or not yet. He's hoping. So I'd just start Anderson. Like, because he could actually get this week. He could actually get like 30 off the bench. Because Newcastle were just injury issues all the time. So does that mean then you're playing 4 at the back? If you're benching Bruno... Oh no, you play 3-4-3. Are you playing Haaland and Ekatike? Yeah, I think I probably would. Form over fixtures. So you could bench Haaland. Yeah, cap Bruno. Cap Bruno. Yeah, and Botman wasn't even there, Abdullah. Like, Botman was like, I don't know where he was. The guy had gone for a walk. He'd gone to walk his dog in the opposition half. I was like, what are you doing, bro? They should have changed earlier. They were too slow to change what they were doing. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes cap, I think, Sandry, mate. Yeah, I think that's solid, bro. I think it's a good team. I think just have a look at defence. I think going forwards, you want to be moving O'Reilly out of that side. You probably want to be bringing in maybe like a Munoz, a Collins, Hill at Bournemouth, one of those ones. Abyssinet, Superior. Anderson doesn't get DC this week. Surely he gets DC because Leeds are all over them, mate, and he's having to defend. Oh, top of the mini league, mate. You're top of the mini league. Do you need me to look at anybody else's team or Abyssinet Superior? You're top by 50 points. You're flying. The guy that's bottom has got Mane for the double game week. I don't think it's worth Wolves players. Undisputed champion. Is that 3 stars for 3 years in a row? Kaiser, I'll pull your team up, mate. Is this you, Kaiser, on screen? Is this the right team ID? Yaya Ahmed. Flexo, what's up, bro? What's happening? I don't have too long left here, Flexo, so if you want your team, chuck it on the screen. Not all just Stars Champion team. Shout out Paul for the gifted membership. Yeah, absolute legend, Paul Cameron. Cameron, drop me a DM on Twitter or Insta or in the comments or whatever. Well, not in the comments because other people will see, but on Twitter or Insta with your WhatsApp number. I'll add you to the members chat and a Gmail account if you want to get added to the FPL API access. Yes, this is you, Yaya. Okay. Yaya Toure. Raya, Gabriel, and do you have one more Arsenal? No, you don't. Okay, interesting. O'Reilly, Semenyo, Haaland. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I think I'd be going Gabriel, Tarko, and Malik Thior this week. Sorry, Radon. Yeah, all good, Cam. That's fine. Happy for him too. Just tell him to ping me a message. He's got my WhatsApp. Wilson, Semenyo, Enzo, Bruno, João Pedro. Ooh, Krupi's nice. Krupi's real nice. Yeah, this is a really nice team, mate. I'd leave Bruno G on the bench. I'd leave Roden on the bench. I'd leave your same bench, to be honest. Probably wouldn't change. Have you made any transfers so far this week? I think going forwards, you're going to want to look to get one more Arsenal player in game week 26 for the double game week. So you got Raya and Gabriel. That's great. I'd be looking maybe bringing in Declan Rice, or if you want to, you could go triple defense, but I mean, you could go triple defense. They have Tottenham, Chelsea, Brighton, Everton after that. So it's not too bad. But your defense is quite strong. Yeah, you could go like O'Reilly to Calafiori or something like that for the double. How to find team ID? You have to be on laptop or on a browser on your phone, and you have to click on points, and then in the URL it has your team ID. Flexo, apologising to Radon. Is he a friend of the show? He's pretty much a friend by relation to the show, yeah. A friend by he's a friend of a friend, mate. He's a friend of a close friend. Cameron, get ready to do about Leeds. Rice for who? Oh, you want Rice? Yeah, if you want Rice, I think probably between Bruno G. I think it'd be for Bruno G. Just Newcastle's fixtures are a little bit tricky. Fulham have nice fixtures. City have nice fixtures. Chelsea have a couple more nice fixtures. Bruno's in amazing form. I think it's got to be for Bruno G. But that's next week. I think this week you're fine. You just roll. You can get to next week, and then you can probably look to move O'Reilly as well. I'd be looking at moving him for like maybe Hill, maybe Senesi next week. So you could do 2 transfers. Bruno to Rice and O'Reilly down to a Senesi or to a Senesi. I think that's what I'd look at next week, mate. So roll the transfer this week. Same team, same bench. Probably have Rodon first on the bench. Yeah. Captain? Captain, I'd probably... I think I'd go Bruno. I'd be between Bruno and Gabriel, but I think I'd go Bruno. Just on form. James Sexton. Hello, James. Hey, man, who do you think I should bench out of Tarks, Hall and Croupy? Well, I'd play Tarks and I'd bench Hall and Croupy. Was it just one or two that you want bench, James? Sandra, you have a look at my comment. Our battle was like Lewis Hamilton versus Nico Rosberg, two best friends who fought for the championship. Nico knew Hamilton was better. My friend also know I am better than him. But Nico also won, so maybe your friend knows you're better about BC. Just one? One on the bench? Yeah, if it's one on the bench, it'd be Hall for me. I think Croupy's been in good form, man. I like him a lot. I'm looking at bringing him into my team in 2 weeks, 26 or 27. So yeah, I'll play Croupy and Tarks and bench Hall. All right, Kaiser. Simen. Hopefully that's good, Kaiser. Or Yaya. I'll move on to Simen. Hope you are still listening in your pocket. Thank you for having me in the pocket. You've gone for the Wolves, have you? You've gone for the double game week play. Yeah. So this week, Gabriel, Timber, Tarko, Enzo, Bruno, Mbumo, Rice, Haaland, Ekatike. Yeah, I think I just swapped Mane for Anderson. Two defensive contributions last week. How the fuck is that? So bad. Okay, mate, appreciate it. Bees have an awful record up there, though, even with their injuries. Although Tarks gets a header cleared off the line every week, so let's hope he scores. Are you Everton fan? Or you just want Tarks' goal? Yeah, it's just more like I just think Newcastle have been pretty poor defensively. Also got a lot of injuries. Didn't realise that Brentford had been poor historically at the St James Park. Well, I mean, St James Park is a tough place to go and play. Do you like Tarks Fulham playing well? Yeah, it's just more like even if they concede, he probably picks up the DEFCON anyway. So you just feel like you're at least going to get some return from him. I think Fulham have looked really good offensively recently. But I mean, Everton also really tough to break down. So it's one that you feel like do Fulham have a lot of the time Fulham will be playing and they are able to play on the counter-attack against teams. Like, are they able to break down a team who are a little bit more defensively solid? Well, I guess we'll see. I think Kevin will be important for them. I think he's going to come on and play a role. So, yeah, we'll see. I think that's an interesting one. I'm interested to see how Fulham set up, actually, in that game. Considering a new midfielder. For Reinders? Mate, my move for Reinders is just Reinders to Anderson. Like, that's all I would do in your midfield. I think your midfield's solid otherwise, mate. Bruno and Mbumo, Enzo, Rice. I like that. There's no one you should be moving at the moment. Not this week. Unless you go Reinders to Anderson, Nottingham Forest, then I'd play him over Anderson Fulham. Otherwise, no change. Roll transfer, Simon. A 0-0 draw between Fulham and Everton would be great. Yeah, that would be top class. All right, I think I've got through like everyone on here. Oh, good points, mate. Thanks. No worries, James. Thanks for tuning in, bro. I'll just quickly talk a little bit about my team at the moment. So I think you might be right, but I could go this way around, like not go Michael Keane and go Anderson in there. Anderson's just been so consistent knocking up points for me, and he's on set pieces again now as well. 80k, what's up, bro? 80k, I'm wrapping up at the moment, mate, so if you do need some help, let me know. But welcome in. Yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm going with it. It feels like apart from the Thiago versus Dior, it feels like a good bench boost. Feels like a very good bench boost. Yeah, I'm very tempted on a Thiago start. I'm very tempted on all these guys on the bench could be in my first team. It's really Newcastle look bad defensively, full stop. Man City in the cup as well, if you watch that. I'm very tempted with Thiago, and I hate that you've said he would be in the team instead of Dom Calvert-Lewin, but I've got a very good friend who is a big Leeds fan, and I had to get one DCL game out of him. So as long as Thiago doesn't do what Chris Wood did to me last year and score a hat-trick and flop an early game. Thanks, D-Unit. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up soon anyway. It's late here in Oz anyway, innit? So, yeah, have a great week. Good luck this week. Hope you smash it. Everyone drop him a sub if you're still watching me. Chuntering on. Yeah, so final calls, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got a call. Definitely think back an attacker over Keane. Mate, this year, backing defenders has been good for me. Stuart, don't retract, mate. Never retract on this channel. You got to say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, Stu. Tell me what you need. Over the hill, Bill. Yes, mate, I will. I'll pull you up in a sec. I just want to feel comfortable with what I decide for my team. Look at these Newcastle results though. 4-1, 4 conceded against Liverpool, 2 against Villa. Okay, 0-0 with Wolves. 3 conceded against Leeds. None against Everton. 1 against Burnley. 1 against United. Yeah, just Brentford lost 3-1. Like, I don't know if I feel like going for a bench boost or not, mate. That's the problem. I just can't. It feels like it's a good week for it, but I also feel like 33 could be even better. So, but it forces me into a free hit in 34, which I don't like. I do like the idea of being able to free hit in 36. And do I think free hitting in 36 is going to be more valuable? Don't really have an answer for that. I guess I'll have the same players in 36 that I'll have in 33, more or less. So yeah, maybe that works. Yeah, I think just bench boost 32, wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34. Probably is optimal, even though I don't like the fact that it's optimal, because it's probably what everyone's going to do, and I want to find a way of winning FPL and doing something different. But I just can't see it. I can't see it. Unless you bench boost in a random week, and then you just free hit 33, and then you wildcard. You could wildcard. Yeah, I mean you wildcard 35 into like a bunch of doublers in 36. No bench boost. Couldn't do that. You use wildcard now. Like, I don't think you need to follow the mainstream, but I think if you take a view of like what is the statistically optimal plan, it's probably that. And it's hard to back against that at the moment. Yeah, I know, mate, but I just feel like if I look at top 10k, like this is where I am at the moment. If I look at my team, here, so I'm 9k in the world at the moment. Let's say I look at top 1,000. Top 1,000. How many people have used their chips? 20% of wildcarded, 14% of bench boosted, 2% free hit, 3% triple captain. By the way, just FYI for everyone, I'm planning on triple captaining Gabriel in 26. I think you bench boost once you have DCL out, to be honest. But DCL's starting this week anyway. Thiago's with Newcastle and don't have Bruno G. Yeah, interesting. I think 13, 17 points on a bench boost are ideal. Do you think this bench can give you that? Yeah, I definitely think it could. Whether it will, I don't know. But I think if you have like 4 doublers on a bench, you're expecting them to get. And this year, do you know what? I'm going to say, this is the first time I've thought about this, but this year on a bench boost, think about just picking like cheap DEFCON midfielders because they're just going to get you 4 and 4. They're going to get you a guaranteed 4 and 4. So that's 8 points you're going to get for one guy on the bench, and you can almost guarantee you're going to get like a bunch of 8-pointers on the bench, which is wild. So I think it's 32, 33. I think that's the way to go. I think wildcard bench boost 33. I'm confident with that now. Thank you, everyone. That was actually this very helpful discussion, which I've been thinking about all week. Yeah, I see what you're saying, James. But yeah, like I said, in that top 1k, 20% wildcard, 14% bench boost so far. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that bench boost will give me an advantage. I could also save my triple captain. So triple captainship, 26 or 36 then. You either save it for, I think, probably Haaland in 36 if Man City make it. Because I think... Arsenal also. Arsenal in 36 would be mental. They'd have West Ham and Burnley, 36-37, if they make the FA Cup final. Cancelo bench Pickford or Dubravka. Oh, I'd play Pickford still. Sandri Anderson to Aronson for a -4 and cap him. Yeah, no. I mean, he's a Leeds player, so I could do. I'm leaning towards Gabriel 26, James. Yeah, I think like I am as well, just because you don't know who's going to be doubling in that 36 week, and I just feel like Gabriel versus Wolves and Brentford's pretty good. Well, Brentford might score, but he'll probably keep a clean sheet against Wolves. That's at least 6 plus 2. 8 for a triple captain. Not amazing, but might get a few more. Title could be wrapped up by 36, meaning teams will be more focused on UCL. Yes, that is also what I was considering as well, Cam. Mike Lowe? Oh, it could be, mate. Sorry. Maybe that's a bit better. Just got an ad and volume went through the roof. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sometimes the mic, this is a little bit low, but I turned it up now. All right, let me then... So, final then thought is, am I comfortable with my order? Sorry, I think sometimes also like I'm just not talking into the mic. This is my own issue. Am I comfortable with bench order? Thanks, Cam. Catch up soon. Send Paul your deets, and I'll add you to the members chat, WhatsApp chat. Michael Keane, Thiago. I think Thiago has to go first on the bench. Just in case he does something and I can at least dream. Keane and Dior are going to F me in the arse this week. Yeah. It's the Calvert-Lewin thing is not by choice, mate. I've got a mate and I've got to play Calvert-Lewin for him. This is his 1 game week. Nah, Semenyo. Liverpool could get banged. And Semenyo will cause us trouble. He will cause us trouble running in behind. He caused us trouble in the Bournemouth fixture first in the beginning of the season as well. I think Semenyo is a nice pick this week, actually. I considered him as captaincy option. Okay, let's get back to you guys' teams. Sorry. If you see my nice little new list for people, it's quite nice. And I know a few of you have just given me some IDs to go through, so just give me a sec and I'll add them to the list. Sandry's on the retracting messages again. I don't know why you always do this, Sandry, and retract the messages, because they stay. You know they stay on my playback anyway, so everyone can see them all. Over the hill, Bill. And I think Kentaro as well. Alright, if you're not on the list... Flexo, sorry. If you're not on the list and you already sent your team ID, then let me know in the chat. Please, so I can do something about it. Yeah, Alex Scott's an interesting one. I wonder whether he keeps his place though, and he keeps his place in that side once the Bournemouth injuries subside a little bit more, because they're missing Brooks, Adams. I mean, Clive is probably not coming back anytime soon, but Brooks and Adams are like big misses for them. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, don't. But I'd appreciate it. But I don't really care. 1 clean sheet, 2 check-ons and 1 assist and goal would be ideal. Yeah. Goal for Gabriel on 26 would be incredible. Who have I got up here? Oh, sorry. Over the hill Bill first, right? 74883. Oh, Wanakwan, you're back, mate. Your team ID. Can we do you first? No giveaway for non-members. I haven't done any giveaways today, mate, but we'll be doing a giveaway for non-members shortly. Where can I... Yeah, just post ID in the chat. Just post ID in the chat, Mads. One... I'm going without City assets in my wildcard. Don't know a good option or not. You got 4 free transfers, mate. You don't need to be wildcardy. Yeah, without City... Nah, City have got a good run, though. Depends when you're wildcarding. Like, City got a nice run of fixtures, 26 through to 31. If you're wildcarding 32, then yeah, fine. I would probably be going without them as well. You can. But right now, are you wildcarding or what's the deals? I think I'll be playing Raya, Timber, Chalobah, Tarko, bench Virgil. Wirtz, Garner, Rice. Gabriel's should be in there. I'd even move Timber for Gabriel. Since you have 4 free transfers. There'll be a giveaway today for non-members. I'm not going to do a giveaway today, mate. I said I'll do one on next weekend when everyone's around on a proper stream, deadline stream. Yeah, I think my suggestions are probably Timber to Gabriel. Thiago starting, Virgil out. And you got the 3 Arsenal. I'd probably look at moving Rodgers. I mean, this week is not ideal, so I think you're fine. I think the rest of the team for this week is sort of like, if you're going to have that bench of Cherky, Nunes, Verge, I think that's fine because the Man City fixtures pick up after that. So I think you can just make Timber to Gabriel. Yeah, Mad's just chucking the chat. We'll talk through your team. Hopefully that's helpful, Juan. Sorry, I was a bit quick with that one. I'm not sure if you're on a wild card or not, so I just gave you my views. Will, over the hill Bill. Green Arrow, good work last week. That's what we like to see. 76 pointer. Those transfers paid off as well. I know Ekatike, unfortunate, but JP and Bruno were good, nice. Yeah, I think O'Reilly and Dorgu probably where you're looking to move. Have you moved Dorgu? Maybe like Dorgu to Senesi or something like that. Or maybe not this week. This week, Dorgu to... Yeah. Maybe I'd even be going like O'Reilly to Chalobah, Munoz. Does that still allow you to move Dorgu next week for someone? Yeah, I'd consider O'Reilly, Dorgu or Thior to Chalobah, Munoz. I think you can't do Dorgu. Even Thior. Maybe even Thior. Yeah, giveaway next week. So game week 27 because it's the weekend stream. It'd be easier to do. Hold me to that one, Abdullah, mate. I think I'm going to be desperately hungover that day as well. Is that'll be Valentine's Day? Rob will be partying it up. Bench is Pet, DCL, O'Reilly, Dorgu. Yeah. But actually consider Thior to Chalobah. But if you need that, if you don't fancy that and you want to roll the transfer, then I think that's fine. I'd have a think of that Thior to Chalobah or to Munoz. If you don't like that longer term, then fine. If you need those transfers longer term, then fine, because I understand rolling at this stage is quite important. Downgrade Leno, mate, to Darlow or Dubravka. The rest is nice. Saliba, I'm not a big fan of Saliba. But I see why you're going for him. It's fine. I'd maybe go Calafiori over Saliba. Otherwise, yeah, nice. Wannick, that is. Kentaro. Hopefully that's okay, Will. All my moves seem better next week. Yeah, they do. It is nicer from next week, a lot of the moves. So if you're comfortable playing Malik this week, then that's fine. I'm hoping he doesn't go massive because I've got him on the bench third, so that was going to hurt me, especially when I was thinking about bench boosting. Kentaro, have you made any moves this week, mate? Yeah, I think you play Pickford over Dubravka like you're saying. If you can hold off on the Saka to Madueke or Trossard move, then that'd be great. If you can't, then you go Trossard this week. I mean, I'd probably go Trossard next week as well, but it just gives you an extra week to consider. That's a nasty week for you last week. Evanils. Wait, I don't understand. Last week you transferred out and in Watkins? I don't think this is right. It's showing. I don't know why that's so weird. You transferred Ekatike to Watkins and then Watkins to Evan Nilsson. Did you actually do that? Oh, Saka to Wirtz this week. Oh, that's horrible. If you actually did that, you took a -4 and Ekatike got 13-pointer. Oof. Which other sports do I watch, Sandri? I'm a massive tennis fan, and you can debate me on that as long as you want, because I know better than the commentators that commentate on the tennis. So this we will actually have a full-on argument about. Yeah, Saka to Wirtz. Okay, so Wirtz goes in. Bench of Goodmanson, Bruno G, and O'Reilly, I think then. And then I still play Pickford. So it'd be Dubravka, Bruno, O'Reilly, Goodmanson would be my bench. And then Wirtz comes in. Does that work with you, mate? Captaincy is a bit of a toss-up in my opinion. Like, you could sort of just punt on anyone. You could even go Gabriel this week if you wanted to. You go Harry Wilson, you go Enzo Fernandez. Tennis, good. Who do you support? I just like good tennis, mate. Like, if I'm honest, like, my favourite players is for sure Carlos Alcaraz. But I like Yannick Sinner. Yeah. But for sure, Carlos is amazing to watch. I've watched him live, and he was amazing to watch live as well. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, the best two tennis players in the world. Man. You're an Nadal fan? Okay, we can be friends. We can be friends. Captain Wirtz, you could, honestly, I think against Man City it's a tough one, but you could, like, it's just a punt. Like, with your team, it's a punt this week. You could go anybody. Thanks, Rob. Good luck with your team for the week as well, mate. Yeah, I love Nadal. Nadal's great. Absolutely legend. Flexo, are you here? Djokovic is the GOAT, man. No, don't. I mean, depends how you define it. Most Grand Slams, yes, but won them with limited competition, in my opinion. Recom for me, please. If I was you, I would go Haaland or Gabriel. Everything about stats. Yeah, they don't show everything though, man. Like, they don't. But what he did at the Australian Open this year was very impressive. And he's like, he's got better as he's got old. I would say in the last 2 years, he's become a better person. He was really annoying before. He was really annoying. He used to just be annoying. Well, I think even he knows he was annoying. But I think, like, Alcaraz and Sinner, like, just being, like, really nice blokes and friendly with each other, as Djokovic is like, oh, maybe I should actually be nice. Cool, nice one, Kentaro. 470, 712. Flexo. You here, brother? Are you here, brother? That was when Djokovic started coming, I think like 2011 or 2012. He started coming and won like 3 Grand Slams in the season. But like, honestly, like Federer and Nadal had injuries and started getting older, and then Djokovic just started winning without any competition, and then it was just, tennis was just getting annoying. Once Federer and Nadal were like old and like Djokovic was winning and there was just no one that was good at tennis, it was just so dull. So dull. I stopped watching tennis for a while. Now we've got Alcaraz and Sinner. Tennis is absolutely epic. This is like peak tennis. Like for sure the best tennis I've ever seen in my life is getting played now. Wilson or Morgan Gibbs White on Wildcard? I don't mind Morgan Gibbs White as a punt, man. I really don't. I think he's a nice punt. I think you got a few difficult fixtures in 27 and 29. You got Liverpool and Man City. I mean, Liverpool maybe not so tricky. But Gibbs White, good form. Harry Wilson, good form. I think like the more differential, Morgan Gibbs White. Safer pick with better fixtures, Harry Wilson. I would probably go Harry Wilson if you've got a bunch of other differentials already in your team. If that's your differential pick, then you can go Morgan Gibbs White. Nah, mate, Federer did not. That is not true, mate. That is not true at all. Federer's playing like Hewitt, Del Potro, Agassi, Sampras. Like his first title, he beat Sampras at Wimbledon. Like, come on, man. Come on. Let's get real. Then he had Nadal. Like, come on. Then he had Nadal and Djokovic and Murray. Like, come on. If anything, Federer had the hardest, bro. He maybe got a few, like, even early, like, he had some players, bro. They had some players back in that day. He was just so good. Tim Henman. Tim Henman was like one of the first players that I went to watch. When I was a young kid, I used to be like a decent tennis player. I played on court 1 at Wimbledon. And I remember after Tim Henman retired, I went to go watch Andy Murray. And there was like a big silence in the crowd. And I was like, come on, Tim! And everyone just wet themselves. It was so funny. No, mate. No. Don't come at me with this rubbish, mate. Don't come at me with this rubbish. It's just not worth having the conversation. Mads, yes, your team. Sure, mate. Flexo, I'm assuming you've gone. If you do watch this back, I'd be bringing Bowen in for Rodgers, and then I'd move Hall out for Munoz, maybe, or I'd just play Hall or Musiala. You can play if you don't want to make the transfer. You want it to roll and have 2 next week. Then that's fine. But I'd just bring Bowen in for Rodgers. I think for sure move. Mads, yes. Let me pull your team idea up. So Flex, if you will work that. Any thoughts on Hill versus Senesi? Yeah, bro. No, I like Hill was one that has we've just started talking about today. Actually, if I'm honest, I'll be honest with you. He hadn't popped up on my radar really. But yeah, I mean, unbelievable stats at 3.9 million, great value. Definitely I'm down for going for Hill over Senesi if you need the money. I mean, Senesi gives you a little bit more security of like he's going to be playing every week. But I mean, Hill's played pretty much all the games. So yeah, I mean, if you need the money, Hill's totally fine. Will totally fine. I think he's like he's just a great option. Mads. Yeah, I agree that Nadal had the more difficult career as well. I do agree. But Yeah, I do. I do. I would say his achievements are more impressive than both Federer and Djokovic. But I absolutely disagree that Federer's 2003 to 2007 was easier than Djokovic's late career, where he won a ton of Grand Slams. That's absolutely rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Federer's beating Roddick, Sampras, Agassi, Hewitt, these Del Potro, these guys were players, mate. Safin. Do you remember Safin turned up at Aussie Open this year? Absolute legend he was. Safin was unreal. There's so many good players in those days, mate. It was just Federer was so good. That was the difference. He had to come and be better. And it's it was just no one could do that in Djokovic's late era. Anyway, Mads. Saka to Rice, Miley to Mbumo, -4, and who to bench? Okay, so Rice comes in, Miley to Mbumo. Okay, so Gia and Dorgu obviously on the bench. Virgil. Bench VVD. That's an easy one. That's a great team, Mads. That's a great team. Definitely bench VVD. Thanks for a nice... 215k in the world as well, mate. Very good. You just had a tough run, haven't you, since game week 13? You got that career high, 77k, and then just been a bit stuck in that area. Mine's been similar, to be honest, mate. I've been stuck in the mud. Around this 8-9k mark now. I honestly think they're all great tennis players. Not sure I'm willing to accept that. Thanks, Wanik1. Have a good one, mate. Anything from anybody else this week? I think everyone must be getting tired, especially if they think Novak Djokovic is the GOAT. I've gone through all the reviews now, which is lovely. Any other questions from people? Otherwise, we will wrap up there. And hopefully you'll have a great game week. And I will be on with an early deadline stream in the week, probably on the Wednesday. Is it the Wednesday? What do I have on Wednesday? Yes. Wait, is it actually... No. Let me just check the deadline. So it's Tuesday night for me, which is fine. Yeah, I'll be on Tuesday night Aussie time with deadline stream. So I'll catch you guys then, and then we'll do another giveaway next Saturday, and give away some memberships and give away some money at the end, I think, as well. So join me then for the next 26 and 27 deadline streams. Given we're doing 2 deadline streams, probably won't have time for video in the week. Might try to if I can tomorrow or something. Otherwise, have a fantastic week. Good luck this game week. Let's get those green arrows. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. This has been your English Aussie. Have a great week, guys. Catch you later.